Yeah, what's up, everybody? What's up, Sam and Missy? Yes, it does, Herbal Apocalypse. Hell yeah, Dingle Tug, love to hear it. Break okay. My wife feels you on that one. You guys live your tasty dabs. Do it, man, in chaos. I love it, man. I will definitely talk about Lex and how she's doing for sure. Oh, nice. Oh, what's up, Shonuff? All right, fuck it, let's get this thing started. I have no co-host right now, but we're gonna do this. Aw, yeah, you know what time it is. CockTails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. CockTails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. CockTails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Making cocktails for you, making you laugh, making you blue. CockTails, make you screw, make you screwdriver. CockTails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. CockTails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Holden, with Jeff and Jeff. Jeff and just Holden. Let me explain. Oh, here he is. Our boy Jeff was having some internet problems, so there we go. He's coming in hot, y'all. Hopefully he'll be okay. He wanted to restart his router and then things went back poorly for him. Welcome, Jeff, to your own show. How you doing?
Fuck me.
What
this
happened?
Did not go well. I had this look. So I have this new house, and
congratulations, by the way. This is a celebratory stream today, by the way. I just want to go ahead and say real quick, I'll talk more about the progress with Lexi and everything in just a little bit. If you weren't here for Jack and E's last Friday, I'll tell the whole tale of what happened. But let's talk first about your shitty internet problem. What happened there, Jeff?
It was fine. The thing is that it gets great. We get great internet service all over this house, except for like my office here, on the lower floor, and so I got this little this extender thing for the router. I used it the other day and it was working brilliantly, and just and it was everything fine. I was stuff around earlier. I think I turned it off or something by accident, and that is connected to the old shitty this regular network. And then I went to set it back on. I was like, okay, this will take a couple minutes, and it's refusing to acknowledge that is internet. And it just, yeah. So I'm gonna be all choppy. I was all ready. It's gonna be a beautiful connection, but if it gets intolerable, I'll move upstairs and it'll be much better. But yeah,
since we've
I'm
started,
coming in furious.
I know, Jeff. This is a celebratory stream, Jeff. For the love of God, my wife is alive. Your internet is allowed to be bad as long as my wife and my baby are allowed to be alive.
That's not a day goes by that I don't say that weirdly.
You're coming in just fine. You chopped up just once since you've been back on. It's gonna happen, I think. It's not a big deal. It's not. Yeah. We're gonna break the stream, so do not worry about it. Spork, thank you so much, you dirty pirate hookers. Thank you so much, Spork, for the sub, and thank you so much, everybody, for coming out or coming out, staying home, and watching the stream with me tonight. I am just so thrilled to be back. It is so funny. I was telling Lexi earlier, because normally, like, Monday is like my kind of most grindy, stressful day, and man, am I just so happy to be back in the grind. And sure enough, I'm so glad I can be here for you for your shitty Monday. I had a really shitty Monday last week. I even said to Lexi when I woke up, I was like, this time last week was absolute hell. Dingletug, thank you so much. Happy to have an excuse to drink on Mondays again. Happy to see you fuckers. Also, honestly, if you saw me on Friday Jackanese, maybe that was even a premature Jackanese, but I was happy to do the stream just to get my mind off things for a little while, or at least have you guys surrounding me as a community for a little while. But I think I was a little shattered still on Friday, and I think you could see it in my performance, or whatever you want to call what we do here on Twitch. But I was definitely like still kind of a disaster because I hadn't gotten Lexi home yet. We weren't fully on the other side of this thing. I'm so happy to say, and we're about to make this drink before we talk about anything else, but I'm just so happy to say, like, Lexi is really, really back at it, and it's really cool. She still needs to rest, but she did even get to do some teaching today. She actually still is teaching a class right now, but, you know, in the comfort of home, you know, and she's we're definitely making sure to still, like, make sure she's chilling as much as possible, but she's like back, and her stuff is working properly. She's pooping and farting, which is great. Anyways, let's talk about that in a second. We have a drink.
Want to say real quick is that for some reason now I can't chat. I keep trying to chat, and every time I hit, and I'm having, my computer is just fucking with me right now. So
I love it.
I like called some people out who said, "Hey Jeff," and like, "How's the move going?" Nuka Bay, and I just want to say, yeah, it's great. Good to see you guys. And the move, yeah, it went good. I'm sure we'll get into it. But Daddy needs a drink.
Thank you, Shonuff. Hell yeah, let's get this drink going on. It's all good, Jeff. We're gonna figure it out. We've got the Staten Island tonight. So I hope you have your white rum, pineapple juice, cherry liqueur, and 151. By the way, Jeff, I love how you're like, I made sure not to make whiskey drinks, you know, because I feel for Lexi, because, you know, I don't want to get you too hammered. This drink, you're like, and our next cocktail has 151 in it again. So let's do this. All right.
There is no drink called the Staten Island, I discovered. Even Queens has a drink. There's like a Bronx cocktail. There's all this kind of stuff, but they don't have a Staten Island. It's like, goddamn.
That's funny. I love it.
Staten Island Ferry, and I took that and I modified it and just made it the Staten Island. I'll explain my logic behind it later. Interesting,
because I was interested to see Staten Island would be a rum drink. I don't see it, but it is an island, I guess. We have to remember this. Just got a nose full of the white rum. Yikes. 2 parts white rum. Yo, what's up, Bagheera? What's up, Hal Dog, as well? Good to see both of you. Yeah, Bagheera, let's definitely play some tracks this Friday from your new EP. If you want to link your EP as well, that's Ichi the Thriller. And, yeah. I could not do white rum. I know, I just got a nose full. I was like, oh, I can do it, especially in a pineapple juice drink. I am good to go. 2 parts pineapple juice. Speaking of which, I have my pineapple juice right here. I poured it into this because I got a big can of it. And so I decided to pour it into this to make it easier to pour into this mixer here. Oh, I'm so ready for this drink, Jeff. Just a guilt-free, and it's not to cope at all. Man, I'll tell you though, I got pretty blasted this week, home alone without Lexi, wondering how the fuck she was gonna be doing. All right, next up we've got 1/2 part cherry liqueur. We do have no shortage of that. Still can't find Salerno, Jeff, unfortunately. I've been keeping my eye out. I just can't find it anywhere. Next up.
That's a shame.
Next up, 1 bar spoon of 151. I mean, apparently it's illegal, at least where I'm at. The guy was like, hey, we aren't even allowed to order any more of this. He's like, you see why? I was like, yeah, dude. It's that 151 life, bro. Yo, thank you so much, giving you hell for the 100 or what was that, 500 bits and the pride flags. Love to see it. I'm excited about Pride Month. Hopefully I get to get involved on the streets in some way, but either way I'll get involved in the sheets. That, I don't know why I said that, but I will say, that was probably too much. I will say, here's my 151. By the way, this is like the most precarious, look at this, Trader Vic's 151, what a nightmare. So we're just using a little bar spoon of that. Yeah, we're doing Pride themed. We should have done this for Wiz and the Bruiser. We'll do it next year for sure. But we're doing Pride themed pop history. So right now I'm researching RuPaul, and we just did the birdcage.
The next cocktails, what I'll do, because we did, I guess it probably wasn't last year. It was either last year or the year before. We did
a Pride one.
We did the Stonewall, and I think we'll repeat that one for the next cocktails. Actually, it's a really good drink. So.
Hell yeah, love it. I have not seen the bisexual wife energy TikTok, but I need to because I have a bisexual wife. And 151 is a type of rum, yeah. All right, so we're gonna shake this. I'm always nervous to shake it. I always feel like I'm gonna make some horrible mess, but alas, it seems to be fine. All right. I will definitely have to watch that Transient Witch. I'm so excited to catch up with you guys tonight, man. What a hell week, man. What a crazy week. I even feel bad saying, oh, I was about to pour this into a shot glass. That is hilarious. And I always have to preface it with Lexi had it way worse, but you know, the person who's kind of the number one kind of person in the caretaking role, that's not a fun one either. And that's very difficult too, to kind of, the whole week got upended. I managed to get my work done, man baby, but it was so crazy. Koala, dude, we had Wooly on for the Guilty Gear episode, by the way. I'm so excited to put it out it'll be out this Monday, and I'm so excited to play Guilty Gear Strive. But yeah, just so crazy. The drive home from the hospital. All right, so let's take it back. Let's take it all the way back. I want to talk about the new house as well, Jeff, but I feel like people might be...
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Might be slightly more interested in me almost losing my wife and child, and then we'll talk about the house.
I think we can yeah.
Cheers, but I think I'm most interested right now in having a sip of this drink, so why don't we do that first?
Cheers, tell you.
Yum! Too good. Oh, God, this is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yummy. Give me pineapple in any cocktail, and I'm usually gonna love it. Like, it is just, I love pineapple. Oh, and let me switch to our normal view. So, and apologies if you're hearing all this again after Friday, and maybe you read Lexi's lovely Facebook post, but yeah, man, it just, she woke up at 7 in the morning in horrible pain, just really bad pains in her stomach. You know, we knew it wasn't like where the baby was at least, but it was still really scary. We end up at the hospital, I think around like 12:30. Like, it just wouldn't go away. She called her OBGYN, who was like, you should come in. So we went into labor and delivery. And it is good for the jism, the pineapple juice. Absolutely. Very good. So the sick person has to focus on getting better, but their carer has to focus on everything else. Both are very hard positions to be in. Yeah, exactly. Wayward Weasel. And it also feels like I can't really say that, you know what I mean? Because I feel like people immediately are like, well, you're not the person in like horrible pain. It's like absolutely true. And, you know, and I also don't feel like I was perfect in my caretaker role. I think I learned a lot. It was almost important. There were a lot of silver linings to be seen in this whole situation, because I'm going to be dealing with this a lot more often. I'm going to be dealing with like rando health complications and needing to take someone to the hospital probably a lot more often. And I need to be able to roll with that. And I feel like I wasn't like the best on Sunday. I feel like I had to kind of pull it together after that and really like, because I was just really getting frustrated. I mean, I will say we got in at like 12:30. We were there. I think 6 hours later, we got our first, like, they went ahead and monitored the baby because we're in labor and delivery, which is great. They monitored the baby, made sure the baby was okay. So that's good. I'm glad they did that. But then the next thing that happened was like 6 hours later, she got a scan, a fucking ultrasound on not even where the pain was. They made the incorrect deduction that it was the gallbladder, and it wasn't until an MRI the next day that she actually got, like, they actually pinpointed what it was, and then it was like time to go into surgery. So just for an impatient controlling person, that was a little bit difficult to deal with. Once they like kicked into gear, I guess what I want to say is don't get sick on Memorial Day weekend. The hospital was like so slow and so like empty for those 2 days, Sunday and Monday. Tuesday, it was like rocking and, you know, great. I will say this also though, Cedars-Sinai is by far the best hospital I've ever been at. The level of care was like incredible. You know, the only reason why I felt comfortable leaving the hospital the first night, even though I kind of think maybe I should have stayed looking back. She said, man, baby, thank you for the $5. I would like to donate for a toast to Lexi. Also, I'm toasting to you, Holden. Love you guys. So looking back, I feel like I maybe should have just stayed there. But I opted to drive home because the sleeping situation would not have been great. So, and I felt like I needed sleep just to recharge and get back to the hospital and continue to sort of be there for Lex. So anyways, I'm so sorry, Shonuff, to hear that. Anyways, I get home. We don't find out the next day. I go back to the hospital the next day. And also, I literally got my driver's license again after 20 years. And had only driven once since then, literally in a straight line down the street to go to the beer store and back. That's it. And now I have to drive every day, at least twice a day, from, to the hospital and back through the Hollywood Hills, which is like crazy, by the way. Because it's super windy, turny. I don't know. It was really good, though. Again, silver lining of this is like, I now am so comfortable getting Lexi to exactly where she needs to go to deliver this baby. And like under great stress, I have driven there. You know what I mean? And back. So like, I'm so prepared now mentally to like get her and I was really stressed out about that and about like being, a driver again after so long, and then also needing to like man up. And like the whole point of being a driver again was to like literally to take her to the hospital when it's time to have that baby. Like that was the whole point in getting the driver's license, buying the car, this, that, and the other. And then obviously once the baby comes, now again, if there's an issue, I can drive somewhere, right? And I can take the baby somewhere, or just general functioning, right? I can like just take them to school. I know, right? And Anxious Spider-Man. I will say where I'm at, it's not that crazy. It's a little bit more like, it's a little more kind of laid back in my part of town. It's not like road rage intense LA driving, and I don't really plan to yeah, exactly, Manicast. But it was nerve-wracking. I literally felt like an alien pretending to be a human driver, like on my way home from the hospital that night. I was literally just like, okay, I am normal. I'm not a child in a grown man's body that hasn't driven in 20 years. And back when he did drive, he was awful at it. But I'm really happy with our car, and I bonded with our car through all this, and now I fucking love driving. And like, now I'm like so excited to get back out and run some errands and stuff. Shonuff, thank you so much. I want to play video games for the gifted sub. Well deserved to Shonuff. And I'm so sorry to hear about that, Shonuff. World Peace Co. Dude, I went into labor 7 weeks early, and it was like Conehead's water breaking. Oh shit, it's time. My husband was trying so hard not to go 80, but it's also like, wait, what's happening? Yeah, exactly. So there we are the next day. They finally pinpoint it's an issue with her small intestine, because she has this thing. I always forget the name of it, and it's so annoying that I always forget the name of it. So what was I going to say? I was going to say it is a... Sorry, I'm trying to vamp and look it up. Well, whatever. It's not a follicle, but a something. And it was a thing on her uterus that they can't remove because of the pregnancy, and her small intestine got wrapped up on it, and it was blocking off her ability to digest food. So it made her incredibly nauseous and incredibly just in pain in her stomach. And obviously she's like unable to shit and everything else. So they went in. So that was really a fibroid. Thank you. No, a fibroid. Thank you, Transient Witch. I should know that. I've heard it a million times. I keep forgetting the name. So yeah, it was like this crazy situation where, you know, yeah, essentially like we were at the right place. They were down with the clown to do the surgery. And, but at the same time, I mean, there's all these possibilities that the baby could go into labor. Like, luckily, at least we just made it into the 3rd trimester. So we just hit that major landmark where even if the baby was born today, we would have like a 94% chance of survival, which is cool. So like that was a little relieving, and we were literally in one of the best hospitals in the world, and her OBGYN who's going to deliver the baby was literally there for the surgery, monitoring the baby on an ultrasound, which is one of the most fascinating things about the whole situation to me. You know, the lady was even like, I don't think this is, but I laughed at this. She was like, this might be a problem if you were in the middle of nowhere in Arkansas, but you're at Cedars-Sinai. Which I thought was so funny, and it really was a relief, and the surgeon was funny and great, and, you know, and they got it done, and luckily they didn't have to, like, besides cutting into her, she's got these little holes on her belly, about 5 different sewn up holes in her belly, and luckily they didn't have to, like, cut into her small intestine. They just had to, like, untangle the small intestine, and, you know, yeah, I will get that. Well, unfortunately, she can't eat much anything like that these days is the other problems. Now, the main issue now that sucks is that she still has the fibroid. They couldn't remove the fibroid because of the pregnancy, but at the same time, they don't know exactly what caused this, other than just sort of like the uterus expanding and, you know, doing its thing, and maybe certain foods expanding the stomach, and together that's causing things to tangle, so she's gonna have to really revise her diet in a lot of ways. But besides that, they don't really have anything specifically she can do to like avoid this again. So we just have to really hope that this doesn't happen again before the pregnancy. At least, again, I know exactly where to go. Got the license, got the car. We can get there at least now, and I like know exactly how to get to labor and delivery at Cedars-Sinai, 20 minutes away, boom. So yeah, there was just about a 4-hour, like pretty much the time from 7 a.m. to Sunday after the surgery, which was around 7 p.m. Monday. She was in a lot of pain, and so that sucked. And then there was definitely about a 4-hour, I will definitely revise my diet as well, Dingle Talk. Well, I've already gotten her a bunch of, I went to the store yesterday, I got a bunch of dairy-free ice cream, and honestly, we had it last night, and I'll enjoy that with her, you know, and stuff like that. And that's fine with me, because I was trying to get into these black pants earlier, and it was a struggle. So I will be happy to also be eating more salads and stuff like that. But Halo Top, no, I forgot what we actually got. I think it was Baskin Robbins maybe, or Haagen-Dazs makes a non-dairy line of ice cream. So it's unbelievable. What was I gonna say? Whatever happened. Now I'm going brain dead. Either way, yeah. There was about a 4-hour period there where, you know, I mean, I'm just trying to make peace with so many possibilities, while at the same time, I actually just did research for Wizard and the Bruiser, like during the surgery, like, because I was like, I'll either sit here and lose my mind, I can call someone and have a complete emotional breakdown with them over the phone, or I can just do work and just pretend like this isn't happening until like I have to, you know, I get more information. So I literally just went into work mode. Obviously, I called family on both sides, let everybody know what was going on, and was giving everybody updates, and I had like a nurse giving people updates. Yeah, almond milk ice cream. Yeah, we got a couple different coconut milk ice cream as well, some others. We'll have to try those as well. But yeah, anyways, there was just this whole nightmare scenario of like, she could go into labor, I could lose my wife, I could lose my baby, like it's all just when everything gets on the verge of being just ripped from you like that, man, you just have a complete, I mean, I just feel like I'm like a different person now because of that, when you're forced to just put everything in perspective, you know what I mean? So that said, it was a lot, but once she was out of surgery and like good to go, yo, what's up, Jamie? And like good to go, absolutely shown up. And, you know, she was not fully better, but like that was a huge relief. But then there was still a full day where she couldn't drink water. She was hooked up to an IV. She hadn't had water since she went in, too. So she's just like all she could talk about is how badly she wanted a sip of water, how bad she wanted that for herself, and how awful that was. So there was that going on. And she had a tube down her throat, and the catheter came out the next morning, but she's had that tube down her throat until well into the next day, I think. And then once that was taken out, it was like so much better. But there was, I mean, it wasn't over till it was over. In other words, I mean, it just kept going. It just kept being uncomfortable for her until finally she got that tube. The tube was down her throat into her stomach, like sucking out her, like, I think her like stomach bile or whatever, to just keep her completely empty so that her small intestine could like heal and go down in swelling and stuff, so she could eventually have water and eventually have solid foods. Now she's back. I think couple of big things: no pain meds post-surgery. She had pain meds in the IV, but like she didn't get a prescription or anything. No pain meds or anything like that. So it's not like she's like was a zombie when she got back, right? And then on top of that, like, they didn't cut into her at all or anything other than cutting into her to get into her, but they didn't have to like sew up the small intestine or anything, or like they just had to untangle it, right? So on top of it, I think that's why she's bounced back as well as she has. I mean, she's able to move around. I don't have to like help her to the bathroom or anything like that anymore. You know what I mean? Like I did when she had the IV in and whatever, right? Or a nurse would more often than me do that. And shout outs to the nurses at Cedars-Sinai, like unbelievable. I'm so happy that that's the hospital that we're going to. But yeah, does anyone else automatically squeeze their legs when you hear catheter? I know, right? Okay, so let's do a cheers for Lexi with all that said. And she's doing so much better. I even said, hey, if you want to come in and say hi at some point, I'm sure people would love to see you. But if not, regardless, just so happy she's doing well. Lexi, I love you. And we just keep telling each other how happy we are that she's back in the home and we're back to normalcy after just such a crazy week, which has come on the heels of like moving, getting a car, like all this stuff. So anyways, Lex, I love you. You're my teammate for life. And I love you so much, girl. And I can't wait to meet our baby daughter. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, now it's Jeff season. I've said what I have to say. Oh, I guess before we get into Jeff season, here are the incentives for tonight. Jeff, thank you for joining. $5 for a toast or a roast to you. I don't know why I thanked you for joining, Jeff. I'm just talking. $10 to choose one of us to perform karaoke. You can choose the song, and you can donate right there. Yeah, what's up, Spork? Who says chairs, fuckers? So anyways, just want to throw it out there. I'd love to sing a song. I want to celebrate tonight, man, because even when you saw me on Jack and E's last Friday, I wasn't able to drink, really. I had a beer, but I wasn't really able to drink because I had to go pick up my wife from the hospital. And B, I was still like in like damage mode, you know what I mean? Damage recovery mode. So it was just a rough day all around that day. It was super stressful. So really, this is my first day to celebrate. I'm so happy to do it with you, Jeff. Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I just want to. Well, I want to just my fun, crazy Jeff. So I think I might be frozen right now. Was I frozen for a second?
You just froze, yeah, just a second ago.
Okay, cool. All right. But I just want to say, Lexi, obviously one of the most genuinely lovely people that I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. She is just an absolute. She brings joy to every room she enters. She is just never anything but just this breath of fresh air. And yeah, you guys are great together. And
thanks, man.
Just one of the most just lovely people that I could think of, that I could conceive of. So yes, here's to Lexi. I'm glad that shit's behind her, and then we can get back into recovery and get this freaking baby made.
Cheers. Love it. And cheers to Jeff's new home, buddy. You finally did it. And I guess, so this is the other thing. A couple times I've been out with Holden, I usually just end up hanging out with Lexi because she's the best. You suck, Holden. Thank you so much, Kyle. Greatly appreciate it. It's true though, and honestly, she is so loved, and the pressure to do right by her in a situation like that from everybody was at times almost a nightmare. I mean, she is so beloved, and I feel that love when something like this happens. Like, everybody loves her. And I always tell her that when she's especially the most down about herself or whatever, everybody loves her so much, you know? So it really was sweet to see all of that. And at the same time, I was afraid I was going to get attacked by some people, including my own mother, by the way. And that was a situation like, that's like, I'm getting like passive aggressively criticized for the person I am all through this a little bit, and I kind of hit a brick wall with that at one point where I was like, because it was a lot of like, well, you were never around when like your father had to have surgery, so you don't know how to do this, so like you really need to, you know, do X, Y, and Z, and like just all this kind of weird shit that only a mom can make you feel, you know what I mean? I was just like, you know what I mean? I got to deal with this. Yes. Well, I am the one who told her to go to a Dodgers game with me. Well, asked her to go to a Dodgers game with me, and she did eat those Dodger dogs. The day before this all went down, she ate like garbage. Honestly, the whole weekend we were eating like trash, by the way. We went to Chipotle the day before. We had all this, like, we had beignets. There's this beignet place down the street that does like amazing, like, New Orleans authentic beignets, and they're delicious, but you know, they're horrible for you. And then the day after that, we went to a Dodger game. She had a Dodger dog, giant thing of nachos with cheese and, you know, that nuclear cheese and jalapenos and fucking all that stuff. Surgery is literally the most one-person job that exists in terms of family obligations. You just sit there. Yeah, exactly. It is such a anyways, Henry blames Ben. I mean, she should be blamed. It was a lot. She had Dippin' Dots. It was a lot. So anyways, we're hoping with a revised diet we can avoid this again. What were we talking about though? We're talking about the new house. Jeff, tell me, give me the rundown. How did the move go? 'Cause the thing you guys gotta understand is, only last week was it was all Lexi was why nothing happened. The weeks before that, it was because Jeff was moving was why we didn't do the stream. So go, please.
Yeah. Well, the move went as well as it. I said that smell. It went as well as it could. Except we hired a painter who was gonna like paint like the girls' bedroom, our bedroom, and Lindsay's office, which is also like the guest bedroom upstairs. He was like, oh yeah, I can get it all done in one day, and it took like a week and a half of this guy just coming back and forth, and so like that was just like, and he honestly he fucked some things up, and but aside from that, everything was pretty smooth, and like I painted but we made the place look as shitty as we could in the photos for the cards, but actually this place is pretty awesome. I really love it. It's we're in New Brighton, Staten Island. We're like in like the dark bluest part of Staten Island you can get. It's coincidentally, of course, the parts that are closest to Brooklyn and Manhattan are like the most like liberal leaning, you know, the least Trumpy parts of Staten Island, which does definitely have a lot of that. It starts gradually like getting like pinker and pinker until you just get like dark red.
Yeah.
I mean, the ass end of Staten Island. But
we
got a really good.
I will at least say, like, hopefully though, I'd like to see a future where like it because it used to not be like a big deal, you know what I mean? Like, and I mean, there was definitely like, oh, this is the Bible Belt, you know what I mean? And like, you know, you might want to not be there or be there depending on how you feel or believe. But it used to just be like, that used to not be such a big deal, and it is a big deal now because of the red hats and the giant flags and everything and banners.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping that maybe we're starting to see a future where maybe that's gonna have to subside a little bit, right?
Gee, I hope so, because I just read Kyle said.
Jeff, I don't want to scare you, but you're going to have to replace that furnace/AC in the next 5 years sometime. Absolutely. Rob McCoy, thank you for gifting Lindsay, Jeff's wife, a sub. That's really sweet of you.
But no, you're right though. I mean, that would be great to go back there. But right now, I mean, there's parts of Staten Island that got like aggressively hanging Trump signs right next to a Blue Lives Matter and all this kind of stuff, you know. And you hear some people. The guy actually, I got locked. It's a long story. We had to have a locksmith out because one of my girls locked this off his door and I couldn't get into it. And she was on the other side. And so they're in there. So we had to call a locksmith, and the guy shows up and he's like, and I was wearing a mask, just so of course. And he was like, "Oh, you want me to wear a mask?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay." And he went back to his truck and he came, and I noticed he had like one of those like those Punisher tattoos that's got like the stars and stripes on it and everything, where it's like they're upgrading, you know, the Punisher for symbol for like our military or something. And he comes back and his mask says something. And I finally get to look at it. It says, "This mask is as useless as our governor." And I was like, "Okay, you told me." You couldn't wait to bring that back there.
Wayward Weasel, by the way, makes a really good point that I'm gotta check my privilege and acknowledge. Yeah, well, it's always been a big deal for minorities. It's just now everyone else has a visual representation of how big of a deal it actually is. The liberal bubble is real and leads to people not believing when people tell them about oppression. Like, my parents genuinely don't believe that being transgender in the U.S. is as unsafe as it is because they can't imagine people having a problem with it. Absolutely, completely, 100%. And I even, you know, I've gone from New York to LA, and I always have to remind myself, like, not everyone else is like this, haha, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. That makes me feel of the town near where I live. They had a truck with a giant Trump sign on it. The ones that keep the signs up still are the ones that just blow my mind a little bit too. But yeah, hopefully you won't deal with too much like dumb shit, just having a rainbow flag in your fucking window, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. So ridiculous. But that's interesting too with Kyle. Maybe you could be of assistance to Jeff and family and Lindsay as an HVAC tech in replacing their, I don't know, what does an HVAC tech does? Yeah, Squared Out Jeff does look like Edgar Wright with the long hair, pretty rad. Having airflow issues and frosting with my central air unit. All the vents and filters are clear. Do I have a refrigerator leak?
And then have central air. Now that's something I never thought I would have in my adult life. That's something. It's on right now. It's blowing nice cold air in here. So let me show you around my office real quick.
Hell yeah, Fudge Pusher. Just got it up to the episode of Roundtable of Gentlemen where you mentioned your Twitch. Glad to see you're still going, man. For sure, dude. Twitch changed my life. Absolutely. In a very real way. Yeah, give us some of the tour, Jeff. I want to see this.
I'm still working on it in here, but I'm pretty happy with it. Got a little couch the other day.
Nice.
Pretty cool. And then
yeah, yours is definitely more decked out than mine already. But I'm trying to not deck mine out because it's going to be a nursery very soon.
Speakers and stuff.
Nice. I need one of those speakers. I need a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
What's the good Bluetooth speaker, chat? Just give me an Amazon link and I'll get it. What's the good one? I don't need like a big crazy one. I just want to be able to play. I want to play stuff in while I shower, and I want to play stuff on the porch. That is every Berserk, the manga Berserk. JBLs are nice. JBLs, yeah. Jumbo lump, you got the goods for me? How much is it though? Okay, yeah. That looks pretty good. Yeah, a lot of people do the JBLs, right? That's what I use for work. Well, how's that one? It's not a JBL, but it looks pretty good to me. Anywhoozy, this drink is fucking delicious, by the way. Yo, and this is how you make this drink. It's a white rum, pineapple juice, cherry liqueur, 151. 2 parts white rum, 2 parts pineapple juice, 1/2 part cherry liqueur, 1 bar spoon of 151. Shake with that ice. Drink, 'cause Staten Island. Hell yeah, dude. That's the drink tonight. We've been mixing. I'm trying to nurse this one. I don't want to get too hammered too early, you know what I'm saying? But we're having a good time here. Hey, Here are the incentives, by the way. If you'd like to donate for a song, we could all sing along. It's really nice to see everyone.
Of Lexi's life and your child's life.
Indeed.
And new homes and getting better, making the world a little fucking better place.
Yeah,
and that's
man.
what we're trying to do tonight. We're trying to bring that to.
We're gonna
We
bring.
love to sing it out.
It's about life and it's about love. I think you can tell I'm still like in a daze, man. I mean, we're just getting back to it. But it's been a really fun weekend. Really been enjoying. We're almost. I had other Anchor stuff, sound stuff, and I liked it. All right, cool. I'm gonna keep that link up. I might get that as soon as I'm done. And anyways, yeah, man, it was a very nice. Yeah, you're definitely a bit glitchy, Jeff, for sure. In and out.
All right, might yeah. Let's see how it goes.
So the baby go to school. Thank you so much, the Square Nut. She's a man baby.
Next to the other network, or I'll move it upstairs in a little while.
We need a second Wi-Fi booster, I guess. It should be fine, but or sometimes it's not about a booster. You have to get like I don't know how it works. I've not yet lived in a place big enough to need a Wi-Fi booster.
Great. I got it the other day. I got that extender like the other day, and it was working great. Like I have like Zoom therapy, like this actually earlier today, and it was like crystal clear. Everything was great. What happened is I was moving some stuff around in there earlier, and I think I like accidentally turned off the thing, and the extender, and it just when I tried to reconnect, it was just like it said that it was there, it said it was fine, but just would not give me any kind of internet service. So maybe I can try it again.
She's a man, baby. Bonesaw rating with 3. Thank you so much. What's up, Sam and Bacon? What's up, Bonesaw? Tell us about the girls. Yo, everybody follow Bonesaw, by the way. Great channel, doing great stuff. Check out Bonesaw on Twitch. I live in a town that only offers one internet service and it's garbage. Yeah, luckily mine was a little fucking weird right when I got here, but I don't know what's going on. I think it's actually a problem with my actual PC, though, because it's that same issue where sometimes it just decides to be all over the place, but I don't know, more consistent than not, so at least I'll say that. Just got done playing Tetris 99, nice. Got third, bitch. I haven't played in so long. I would probably be terrible at it now, but I'm super psyched in terms of competitive stuff. I'm super psyched to get to Guilty Gear Strive on Friday. New fighter coming out. You're the man, Holden. Hope all is well. Yeah, for sure. All is well now, man. It's been really great, again, to get back to this motherfucking normal, regular streaming schedule. And we have another couple hours for you guys. And I'm so happy to be here. The drink tonight is a kind of a new drink. Sam had the sticks this evening. Nice. I'm excited for this drink as well, dude. It's so yummy. 2 parts white rum, 2 parts pineapple juice. We usually get this cherry hearing cherry liqueur is what we usually get, by the way, and it's absolutely delicious and goes in a lot of really good drinks. And 1 bar spoon, 151 shake with ice drink, cuz Staten Island. Hell yeah, EI Limited. Enjoy the sewing. Check out EI Limited shop on Instagram. I binged your Among Us episodes the other day when I was super hungover. I love it, O'Malley. We'll be back tomorrow with that as well. But yeah, this drink is absolutely delicious between the cherry and the pineapple. When I described it to Lexi, she was like, ooh, that sounds like it's going to be super sweet. It is not. It is just absolutely refreshing and delicious. I hate super sweet, which is funny, by the way, because I used to be Mr. Gummy Worms and Sour Patch Kids and Sweet Tarts and Sprees. Like, that was my shit. And now, like, especially when it comes to alcoholic beverages, wines, I don't love super sweet. So it's really nice to get a drink like this where you get that fruity flavor, but you're not like, you know what I mean? Holden, it will never be normal again. You're having a precious baby. It'll be different, but a new normal, and I can't wait. It was nice, too, because I got to read a lot to the baby while we were in the hospital, and we got to go to so we were on, like, kind of the danger pregnancy wing, essentially, or, like, pregnancy in trouble wing, but on the other side of the hall, we could walk over to that was like the delivery area. They did have a little viewing area with the babies, with some babies in. It's not like the old days. It's not like set up for like audiences. per se, but they still had some babies out that we could look at, and that was really cute as well. When I finally got to take Lexi on her first walk after a couple days on, that was Wednesday, I think, probably. I'm drinking Trulies for the first time. Not great. White Claws are much better. I like White Claws a lot better. The Topo Chico, if you have the Topo Chico out there, you will definitely enjoy those hard seltzers. Those are fantastic. I don't have a child yet. Well, I guess technically it's just in my wife's belly still. My baby is due August 19th. So, but she's kicking. And by the way, I just want to throw it out there. They had some babies out we could look at. Yeah, exactly. But it's true. They were just sitting around. It's kind of sitting out, you know. What was I gonna say? And yeah, when it comes to the baby was fine the whole time. That was kind of what was crazy about, like, just the amazing ingenuity, the resilience of human life. Did you say 1 more hour? No, I'm going till we're going for 2 more hours. Man, baby, an anonymous gifter gave Anxious Spider-Man a sub. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know you could do it anonymously. That's cute. Thank you, anonymous gifter. Pick a baby like a lobster. Yeah, it was like a lobster taking a grocery store. You can trade them out. You can do deals with people. They're kind of like Pokemon cards, these babies. You can kind of trade them, and depending on if you want a different one more, all that good stuff. Baby's the best. I'm so against having kids. My friends brought their kids with us yesterday, and holy shit, they're cute. Hell yeah. Holdenators, go! All right, I'll go with Holdenators, go. Except Pokemon cards are impossible to get now. Yeah, exactly. Were you able to pick the trim options on your new baby? Did you spring for the upgrade sound system? Dude, I'm loving this new car, though, which I did get to, you know, I guess I don't actually know. We didn't get any extra bells and whistles, but, you know, it's a new car. It's fucking awesome.
Hold on. 1 second. I'm actually going to, you know what? I'm going to try, because I am really having some problems over here. I'm going to try to jump onto the other network. Hopefully it's, like, up and running now. So you might lose me, but
sure.
You'll
be fine, because you can always just pop right back in. Yeah, you're cool. Do whatever you got to do, my friend. We're kicking it, man.
Try this.
For good reason, too, because you just froze up. Don't even get me started on the Battle Babies movie. Oh, my God, I don't even know that. Yo, Apple Cart, good to see you. You get the chicken egg incubator or the center console. Invaluable. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got a Honda CR-V 2021 lease to own. We love it. I just wanted something really spacious for the baby, for the, you know, storage and all that. And it also just has all those safety features. And that's really all I cared about. It's just all that. It beeps at you if you're doing anything dumb. It'll just be like, you're doing something dumb. Don't do the dumb thing. And it's already saved my butt at least once since I started driving. It's already kind of saved my patoot. How you doing, Jeff? It's like a scientist.
I'm still here, I think.
Cool. Yeah. You're still here.
I think
so it never stops beeping, exactly, Pusher. You're an asshole, Holden. You're an asshole. Like, it just says that in Lexi's in my parents' voice. My CRV is old and still running like a dream. Good choice. Dude, Jackie right now is driving. She's like ready to move on from it, but it's kind of just a for now car. But she's driving a 20-year-old CRV. It's fucking crazy. I'm glad you're liking driving, Holden. I'm getting my license for the first time, and I'm 28. It makes me super nervous, but I'm hopeful. So take it from me. Yes, I did get my license back when I was like 18, but I was a terrible driver, and then I totaled my car before I went to college, and then I ended up going back to driving, and 20 years later, and I was nervous too, and now I'm like super loving it. Okay, cool. Thank you, I don't really play video games, for the link. Yeah. I'm
good. I think I'm successfully connected. You actually look clearer on my screen right now.
Oh, good.
So
cool.
Hopefully we're good now.
So far, so good. It usually tends to do it sporadically. But so far, so good, my friend Jeff. Absolutely.
By the way, I just want to say, when you were telling me the whole story with like Lexi, there were so many things really this ringing bells because Lindsay, the last month of her pregnancy, and I know we've talked about this before. I don't know if I on chat, but we've certainly done it in person. But we had like, she had like everything wrong with her. She had like gestational diabetes. She had preeclampsia. and she like her blood pressure was all over the place, and she had to be like hospitalized for that last month. It was actually like our anniversary. We had to go out to dinner, and then we
right.
A trick. We went in for a little test just to kind of see where it was, and they were like, they took her blood pressure, and they're like, hang on, and they did little things. And they're like, okay, you need to go to the hospital right now, and so we get to the hospital, and they telling all like best case scenario, worst case scenario things, but they're gonna have to keep her there. And so I ended up going back, and yeah, I just remember that night I got home and just cried my eyes out because I was just like freaking out about everything. And I called like a good mutual friend of ours, my friend Ryan, and I was talking to her for like a while, and just kind of calmed down, and then I just drank myself to sleep.
Yeah, and that's what I did most nights.
I did that like every night because I would like go visit her after work, and then like the weekends I'd drive in, stay with her as long as I could, come home, drink until I fell asleep.
Yep, that's literally my entire week was that. I woke up and I was like, well, let's do it all over again. I just like get whatever work I had to get done, or whatever I had to get done. And, you know, that day before I'd go to her, then stay with her, and then, you know, end up, right back in it. I have to actually look at the steps again, so I'm going to do that really quick, because I have to mix this again. 2 parts white rum, 2 parts pineapple juice, a half part cherry liqueur, 1 bar spoon, 151, shake with ice, drink, because Staten Island.
I believe the screen I asked if this was FDR on my shirt. It is not, but can anybody know who that is?
Everybody's Dead Day?
And is old enough to know who that is. I'll tell you if I don't see the answer in chat.
My mom's thing was similar. She had to go off autoimmune meds when she was pregnant with me and managed to make it like 8 months without a flare-up. When her autoimmune disease flared up, I legit yeeted myself out of her body almost 2 months early because it wasn't safe in there anymore. Oh my God, dude. It's fucking crazy. Any whoosies.
Any Red Dwarf? Oh yeah, Red Kyle Cobb. Of course you got it. Yeah, this is Holly from Red Dwarf. It says everybody.
Oh, okay. Very well. How's your bullshit with just like work and everything, Jeff? It's been fucking forever, man. Just haven't seen you in so long, dude.
I know it's good. It's I've got kind of like some.
Man, baby, thank you, Anxious Spider-Man. Greatly appreciate it. Keep going, Jeff. Sorry.
I've got some like regular clients, like design wise, that I do work for. Kind of a rotation with them. Nothing full time right now, but I have some calls coming up this week, and I'm hoping one of the regular ones might actually take full time too, but getting by. So that's the main thing. I'm happy. You know, I've got a great house.
Yep. Which is awesome.
And, you know, we had the money to do this, and you know, I'm a little bit nervous because I do want to, obviously, because we spent all of our money getting a new house and getting it taken care of and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Jeff, we have been spending some motherfucking money this year, dude.
Yeah.
Myself as well. I was like, dude, I can't believe I'm moving across the country, buying a car, and having a baby in the same year. And all of those expenses that a baby entails are like, it's just never ending. Well, I appreciate you, maybe the funniest person on the planet. You get me through some dark times. Thank you, O'Malley. Greatly appreciate it. I mean, I think there might be some funnier people out there. I may even be friends with some funnier people out there, but I appreciate that. Hold it, shield your eyes from chat. All right. Wow, what happened? Link that registry. Yeah, go for it, please. Straight flinging that dosh. Yeah, dude. I mean, it is just crazy when you do it. Hell yes, on Squee. Yeah, there is a fucking Red Rock show for the boys this weekend. I'm excited for them. Red Rocks is my favorite venue I've ever been to. I couldn't imagine playing it, performing it to a sold out crowd. On it, I guess I should say. So that is so fucking cool for them, and I'm so excited for them. And I'm excited just shows are happening again. I'm excited to do shows again. Like, honestly, it's a week from tomorrow. Hell yeah. That's so fucking cool. What else was I going to say? I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy though, man. Yeah, we are spending a lot of money.
Or anything, do we?
Huh?
We don't have any songs or anything in right now, do we?
We've got a donation coming in from I Don't Play Video Games. A toast for Jeff and his new place and for Holden and their family health. Will do. Thank you so much. I don't really play. I never say your name correct. Get it? You have to shorten it.
If we get a song before, if we get a song and before the girls go to bed, I'll have them come down here and dance.
All right, so Anxious Spider-Man donated with a link and said, I love you, fucker. Your music and art through radio has been a real inspiration. I'm happy for you, how far you've come. Thanks so much for becoming my most favorite person on the from my least favorable sound ever. Good luck. Thank you so much. Let's see what this is. Is this karaoke? I'm not sure. Oh, hell yeah, it's just drinking. If you think that it would be appropriate for your... I don't know if your girls can dance to. If we get a karaoke, I will play drinking and sort of sing along to it. But if anybody wants to donate for a maybe a fun song for the girls to dance around to and for me to sing, those are the incentives right there. Boom. And until that point, I'm going to take a sip of this delicious drink.
Yeah, I'm on number 2 right now.
I love it. And I'm about to do a number 2, man, because this drink is just loosening me up a little bit. Oh, unbelievable.
I figured it's a good call because we had this from the volcano a couple, like a month back or something.
Yeah, so I still had the 151, which apparently I'm not going to be able to get very easily anymore because I guess it's illegal where I'm at now. Well, 151.
The only thing you'll ever use it in, as far as I know, is some of the cocktails I recommend. So, but the Staten Island Ferry apparently is just a drink with just white rum and pineapple juice, and I'm like, okay, well, I can do better than that. And I was like, it needs a little something else. And we got the cherry here, and so Staten Island's a little red, so we got some of that in there, and then and it's a little it can be kind of a lot to take in too. So that's where your 151.
Nice, love it. Yeah, what's up, Soat? Good to see you, buddy. Nice. That's awesome, man. The live shows for us, which hopefully we will get to, I think the earliest would be later this year, if not 2021. But the live shows are like, I don't know how to describe it. I guess we modeled our live show and everything else we do off of Last Podcast on the Left. So if you go, I think it's on YouTube. I think they have one of their live shows out. So definitely check that out if you want. Then we can get some out here in Vegas. Maybe I can smuggle you somehow, yeah. What game am I currently digging? Yakuza Like a Dragon is my number 1 right now. I'm excited about Guilty Gear Strive coming out later this week. And I've also... What else have I been playing? It's really primarily Yakuza at this point. I really like it. It's very, very fun. That was for my FBI agent. Oh, my goodness. I've been on the fence about Like a Dragon is a word that I think it's great. I love... JRPGs, I love that old school menu fighting style, so menu combat or whatever, so like that, I'm into that. I love the vibe of this game. I also like love Yakuza games, so you know, I don't know if you have it based on recent God, I can't even talk right now. If you have it, if you've enjoyed them in the past, or if you like JRPGs, the game's kind of based on Dragon Quest, like the combat and stuff. So yeah. Can we get the incentive link one more time? It didn't work when I tried on Friday, but I got 2 screens going right now. Hell yeah, Rob. There's the incentive. Is that the incentive link? Yeah. Here it is. $5 for a toaster roast to you. $10 to choose one of us to perform karaoke. What were we gonna say, Jeff?
I just signed up to PlayStation Now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just been so excited about seeing some of these old games in there. And actually, Lindsay and I, we've been playing Resident Evil 4.
Nice. They're coming out with a remake for Resident Evil 4. The new Resident Evil Village, by the way, I think you and Lindsay would fucking love. So definitely give that a shot.
You know what put me off a little bit? Because I know there's like werewolves and shit in it, and it was like, it doesn't seem the right IP for werewolves.
It's not really werewolf, kind of werewolves. It definitely has a Bloodborne vibe to it, but it's campier than like previous ones. But I loved it. I thought it was so good. Yeah. because it's just so over the top, and like I don't want to give anything away, and you essentially like it does the thing where you like meet the 4 bosses like early on. You're like, oh, these are gonna be the bosses, right? And like one of them is this like doll maker, this like puppet maker, and like that one is such a good sequence. Of course, the very tall vampire lady that you want to step on you is very fun as well. I just absolutely loved it. I can't wait to play it again. It's not a super long one either. Yeah, RE8 is like playing through a haunted house. It's fun. Have you played 7?
Me?
Yeah, did you play?
I have not. No.
7 is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, kind of. Like it's like hillbilly family.
I thought for some reason I was like 7. Like but you mean Resident Evil 7? Oh no, I have not played that yet. I'm worried it would like freak me too much out. I've seen like little bits of it. You know, like a guy suddenly bursts through a wall, and yeah, it's got that whole Texas Chainsaw vibe, like you said. And I'm like, God, will I be able to actually not shit on my couch?
She's a man, baby. We got $25 donation coming in. Thank you so much. Dealer's choice for songs.
Okay.
So we've got, can I get a song from the both of you? Dealer's choice and a toast for Nuka Babe, please. Absolutely. Cheer. Let's go ahead and do a cheers for Nuka Babe. I know we have a toast to give to you and me, Jeff. We'll do that in just a little bit. But cheers to Nuka Babe. Greatly appreciate it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, you're so warm and fantastic, and you've been such a great part of this community from day one, Nuka. And it's so good to consistently see you jump in, even if I haven't seen you a while. It's like we've lost no time whenever I see you again in this chat. She's a man, baby. Thank you, Kyle. This is for Holden. Jeff should not sing this. Interesting. So thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Cheers.
Cheers, Nuka.
All right, Jeff, what you got for Nuka Babe?
Well, I echo what you said. Yeah, it's great. I love that you've been, there's people come and go. I love it. It's like we've got like our own little herd of cats here, and so they kind of wander off for a while and they come back, and it's always just lovely to see them. And it's like they've been here the whole time. But yeah, I want to talk about that time. There was a very, very, very difficult, very tense situation that I was in. This is Nam, and I'm crawling. You know, I'm fucking covered in mud. I hadn't eaten in 3 days. I'm like on a special like covert operation. I'm just like field after field, and I feel like I could never stand up or anything. It was honestly, it was cold as hell. It was like there was like this constant rain hit me all the time, and it's like I've got to complete this mission. And then just when I think I can't go on again, I feel this hand on my shoulder. I look around and I'm like, what? And I see there's a person standing up. There's like a little bit of a bright spot where you can tell like the sun is behind the clouds, but so it's the brightest in that thing. And so I can't see the face clearly, but then I hear this very comforting voice, and the voice says, Jeff. And I say, what's going on? And it's Nuka Babe. You shouldn't be here. I'm like, I'm carrying out a mission. And we're in Nam. What are you doing standing up? And Nuka says, Jeff, it's 2018. It's fine. You don't have to be. There's no mission. You have nothing to worry about. You can get up and you can just go and enjoy Vietnam. We can actually go have a good time. You can go back to your wife and family. It's good. You don't have to be here. And I stood up and I said, oh shit. I fucking have that guy on my face. I feel like an asshole. And he said, it's all right. It's all right. And then she put me in a cab. Went back to the hotel and, hung out for a couple more days and had a really good time in Vietnam. It was great, but I would have just been crawling around there for God knows how long if she hadn't been there to pull me out of that. So thank you.
Hell yeah. I'll cheers to that. All right, let's do some karaoke. I'll go first. And it's going to be Hell by the Squirrel Nut Zippers. For some reason, the thing didn't show up. That's interesting. Boom. All right, cool. All right, let's do this. Oh, yeah, let me share audio. In the afterlife, you could be headed for a serious strife. Now you make the scene all day, but tomorrow there'll be hell to pay. In the afterlife, you could be headed for a serious strife. Now you make the scene all day, but tomorrow there'll be hell to pay. People listen attentively, I mean about future calamity. I used to think the idea was obsolete until I heard the old man stamping his feet. This is a place where eternally fire is applied to the body. Teeth are extruded from bones in the ground and baked into cakes which are passed around. In the afterlife, you could be headed for the serious strife. Now you make that scene all day, but tomorrow there'll be hell to pay. Oh, beauty, talent, fame, money, refinement, job, skill, and brain. But all the things you tried to hide will be revealed on the other side. In the afterlife, you could be headed for the serious strife. Now you make the scene all day. Make the furnace, but tomorrow there'll be hell to pay. Yes, it's the zippers. It is the zippers. Now the D and the A and the M and the N and the A and the T and the I-O win. Lose your face, lose your name, and then get fitted for a suit of flames. D and the A and the M and the N and the A and the T and the I-O win. She's a man, baby. Lose your face, lose your name, then get fitted for a suit of flames. I want to be that guy in the band just screaming. Ah! Hell yeah. Oh, I love Squirrel Nut Zippers so much. That was like one of my favorite songs as a kid. All right, Jeff, do you have something? I broke the chandelier.
Yeah, give me a second. I got to line something up.
That was a weird ender part.
I know what to do.
I'll also sing some drink in here in just a little bit. Do you get nervous when you're about to sing? I was like 20 beers deep the other day on my birthday and got forced to do karaoke, and I still got the butterflies when the song kicked in. I'm actually a pretty good singer. No one gave a shit. I feel like if I start nailing it, in my head I think I'm nailing it, I'll get weird and fuck it up. I'm so used to doing karaoke on stream now that it's not that big of a thing. But yes, the first time, I always feel a little just rigid and tight the first song of the night. For sure, but I wouldn't say nervous per se. But I always forget. I've been singing in a band, for the past like 10 years, and I forget that. I always felt like I was a person pretending to be a front man in a band, and then you're like, oh, but I actually put the time in. I'm actually technically was a front man in a band. All right, let me make it available for you to share with me, and then Jeff, here we go. Jeff, it's been many weeks since you've done this. I know this is a big ask. You're going to have to share your audio with me. So there you go. Well, at least, Jamie, I do get to drink for these streams, so it helps. But yes, especially if I'm bone sober for like the first karaoke song of the night, it's always like, I am a cardboard man. Welcome to my life. You know what I mean? The only way to dance Squirrel Nut Zippers is like a skeleton marionette. Absolutely. Jeff, how we feeling right now? What are you thinking about right now for your song?
Give me 1 second. It's a new song. I wanted to do 555 by Jimmy Eat World, but I'm having a hard time finding
that'll happen. So, and it blows your mind too, right? You're like, how is that not? For me, it was Cities by Talking Heads. Find your city, find yourself a city to live in. I could not find that on karaoke on YouTube, and I was incensed. And I was like, how dare you not for free have a immediately available karaoke track for me to sing right now on my stream at no extra cost, for sure. He's back, baby. Make the vocals go, Bree.
Okay, I think I got it. I think I might have it here. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh, thank you. I don't really play video games. Very nice.
yeah,
of you.
we're gonna share this audio.
You're gonna do it. Let's see if you can do it. Let's see if the man can pull it off. All right.
Boom.
All right. Perfect.
I should let Lindsay know that I'm gonna do this. Hang on a second. Hey, Lindsay.
She may be watching. In the afterlife.
He's a big Jimmy Eat World fan.
All
right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Bestow me with it. I'm gonna lay back. I'm just want it to wash over me. Oh yeah.
I mean, when we first started doing cocktails, we really knew each other. We've been to each other's houses, and things were going well. But I've gotten to know you a lot better over this time, and you're one of those people that I'm really like this. That's a good friend of mine. I love this guy. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like I've seen you like grow in really exciting new ways, and during this time. And I know that being a father is going to be just another notch. I have no concerns about you as a dad. You're going to be a really fun, supportive dad. This you're really fun, supportive husband, and no calls for alarm, everybody. If you're looking at Holden right now going, Jesus fuck, don't do that, because you know what? He's got this. No, you're a good man who always is always going to the next level and getting better. And that's going to pay off for you, as it already has been. And that kid's going to be a riot, and I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Excited to meet her myself. Cheers, my friend.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Now do the weirdest thing ever and toast yourself. It was weird for me as well. Go on.
Yeah, I'm going to toast myself and say that I actually, I'll just kind of piggyback off what you said, because it's been a big 2 years in particular, I would say, for me. And I'm doing things now that I never thought that I would have the ability to do. I never thought I would certainly have a home, certainly not on staff. And that I would love it, and I have all those things. I feel like that's just kind of like I've embraced like the person that I'm becoming, rather than try to stay like in a certain spot, trying to this way works to me. I am this guy who does this. It's like my roadmap has changed. And
it's so funny, Jeff. Like but to jump in, but not to jump in. But yesterday, for the first time in my adult life, I took the car to get gas and groceries alone. And it's such a fucking noob activity. It's such a beginner adult activity. And it just felt so fucking awesome to be able to do that myself for the first time in so long, and just be like, anything I need to take care of, I can take care of it. I can provide. I can like do this. So anyways, I know, right, Jamalo Crabby? And then I went actually, I made sure Lexi was all good to go, and then I went and saw that terrible boxing match yesterday over at Kissel's. But again, I got in the car and just like went to my friend's house for an hour and a half, I think it was, even maybe total, just down the street. It just felt so freeing, and it's so funny. You don't notice it until you leave New York. But even in Staten Island, you probably feel it too. You guys have had a car. You guys have had a car for like a while, right? Like, so.
We have a driveway now. I have a driveway that I don't have a garage.
I have a garage. I have a parking garage.
I have a driveway that I can park my car in. I don't mind street parking. It's amazing. And then when I first got here, I went to a grocery store kind of nearby, and I'm like, this just feels like a shitty, like any other kind of New York grocery store. It's like, I know that's not the only choice on Staten. So I called my Staten Island friends who'd moved here before us, and it was like, where is the biggest, like the most obnoxiously huge, you'll get lost in it, fuck you, nobody needs this many groceries store you can think of? And they said, well, there's two. There's the Stop and Shop and the ShopRite. There's two locations for both. And it was like, oh, okay, yeah. And they're like, I mean, I'll spend hours in there just like wandering. It's like, where are the tortillas? I can't find tortillas now, but I'm having such fun finding my way to this massive fucking store. It's like this feels like I've moved into a fantasy world, and it's just something the rest of the world gets, but you just don't get living in most boroughs of New York. So
dude, I have that for booze too with Bevmo. So Bevmo is just a giant wine, beer, liquor. Unfortunately, I don't think it has Salerno. I was so disappointed, but again, now hopefully too, now that I have the car, I'll should be able to get whatever I need for cocktails. Because the problem with cocktails a lot of times is I had to walk to the store and hope they had what you needed me to have, and the store was not Bevmo, and it was like at least a half an hour out of my day, at least, to go try to do that. Now I can just pop out to wherever. Anywho's, cheers, Jeff. That was actually your toast for yourself.
Yeah, it was good.
Cheers, buddy. That's awesome, man. I'm so happy for both. Look at us doing well these days, huh? Thank God.
It's nice.
Ugh. How many possibilities that it could have been a nightmare. All right, let's do this drinking.
All right. Oh, yeah.
I drink white lightning when the coyotes are out, but them goddamn coyotes won't leave me alone. Mama said, son, you know drinking is bad, but she had to get drunk to have sex with my dad. Clifton, he loves to beat his wife. Thank Christ he married old granddad on ice. Mr. Bartender, don't be so slow. Got time for another and a six-pack to go. If drinking's a sin, the devil's my friend. So give me a shot of what's left of the gin. If drinking's a sin, the devil's my friend. So give me a shot of what's left of the gin. Oh, give me a shot of what's left of the gin. I built my house out of beer bottles, but I drank too much bourbon, now it's all broken glass. I went to Tucson to see my old lady. She didn't have a nose, so I drove back home. I don't need housing and I don't need women. I just need a bottle that I can crawl in. Give me some bourbon or give me a beer. I'd listen to your story, but I cut out my ears. If drinking's a sin, the devil's my friend. So give me a shot of what's left of the gin. If drinking's a sin, the devil's my friend. So give me a shot of what's left of the gin. Oh, give me a shot of what's left of the gin. My wife got pregnant with a bottle of schnapps. The nurse and the doctors, they all called the cops. When they got there, we partied till dawn. I named that bottle Paul, Peter, and John. And I had my first drink at the age of 3. I picked a bottle from the whiskey tree. I grabbed it and I drank it and I got real drunk. I learned how to cry and I learned how to, hey girls. Drinking's a sin, the devil's my friend. So give me a shot of what's left of the gin. If drinking's a sin, the devil's my friend. So give me a shot of what's left of the gin. Oh, give me a shot of what's left of the gin. Oh, give me a shot of that gin. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, did you notice my self-censorship there? Let's keep it clean. We got the girls here. Thank you so much to my lovely backup dancers. Thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it.
They weren't listening to anything. They were just in 100% dancing mode.
Well, either way, I censored for them. Censored myself. All right, I think we're all caught up here. No, we have a couple more. What am I talking about? We have so many more. We've got one from Kyle. We've got a link from Rob McCoy, who I believe you said earlier you've been feeling really great these days, and that's fucking awesome, man. And we've got another video on here for Jumbo Lump Crab Meat. I know, right? Reagan Piper Rose, they're the best. Someday we'll figure out how to pay them back for their services. Maybe a roof over their head. Maybe that's the payment, damn it.
Yeah, that's good enough.
But yes, also, by the way, I have been listening to Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license quite a bit since I got my driver's license, and I'm driving around the car. I'm thinking about back when I was 18, driving around the car, wishing I was heartbroken. But I can't. Oh my God, we started the Bo Burnham special last night. We watched up to intermission and absolutely loved it so far. To a point where I'm upset because, as you can see, I'm attempting to become a singer-songwriter myself, and I was like, oh, is he kind of just doing what I wish I was doing right now with this special? This is, like, amazing and totally, like, kind of my bag in so many ways. Man, baby, Euler's number, dude. So good to see you. 48 months. Euler's, awesome to see you. Always a pleasure to have you hanging out. The lighting camera stuff is so cool, too. I know, I know I don't operate on the level that guy operates, but... I think I could play you guys a song pretty soon. I wish I was a little more practiced, or I'd play you one maybe even right now. I'm trying to, like, make it special, though. I kind of want to, like, wait until I do a full performance for you guys and make it like a big deal maybe. But I didn't get to play a lot this week because I've been dealing with it. And I just would be so wiped when I get home. I'd come home though, and sometimes I'd play a song. I actually wrote like a part of a song that I'll probably never play out loud. That just helped me get through it, and that's the whole point of why I got the thing. So it's already working out for me really well. Like I just, and again, a lot of that music I'll probably never play out loud. I don't really care about that. It's more it's so therapeutic to just sit, and maybe if you're dealing with something like what I was dealing with last week, you can just kind of sometimes literally a song popped into my head that just was about everything that's going on. The Whitmer Thomas special. I haven't heard of that. I'll check it out. Been loving Mayor of Easttown though, but I'm only a few episodes in, so don't ruin anything. Oh no, I haven't seen the Twitch streamers segment. The opening song about producing content was so funny. White Girls on Instagram was so funny. Oh God, awesome stuff. Yeah, the best purchase of the year. I'm so glad that I haven't been able to find a PS5 because I might not have gotten this piano right away. And this thing has just been so huge. So I finally got to sit down yesterday and do my first lesson that I've done in a long time. And it felt so good because, again, it was just another sign of getting back to normalcy. Somebody, I guess, says, yeah, been a hell of a year, breakup last fall, depression and continued therapy that helped lead to a new job and a big move coming up. Been busy and haven't been around too much, but trying to come back. So good to see you, something I guess.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, I was going to type it, but I'm just going to say it. Yeah, it's great to see you. And yeah, we all go through those tough times, man. And, but this is the most wonderful, like loving little community of people who, a lot of whom I haven't even ever actually met in person, that I'm lucky enough to be a part of. And so, but it's great to have you, here, and we're all with you, brother.
By the way, Jeff, I'd like to point you in the direction of a Twitch username, Silly Chairs, who you may remember as Skelechairs, but he ended up changing his name because of your own daughters.
Right, because they called him Silly Chairs.
Right? So isn't that so fucking great? So anyway, shout outs to Silly Chairs. I got a Series S after all the shit I was through. Oh, yeah. I guess I would love to get a PS5, but I'm also, now it's like edging or something. Like now I'm like, how long can I go without one / who's going to be the like favorite friend who like surprises me with one? You know what I mean? And by the way, I will pay you for it immediately. But yeah, I'm just kind of now I'm kind of holding off. I'll check like every other day. I'll like just do a quick search and make sure they're completely impossible to find online for market price for like what they should be worth.
It's so hard to find.
Yeah, they're not like from what I've seen, they're not like readily available per se, but people are getting them. I was so sad. I went downstairs to throw something away in the dumpster, and there was a PS5 box in the dumpster, and I was just like, someone in my apartment building clearly got one like this weekend. I was just like, oh.
I played through Miles Morales, and yeah, love it. So.
Miles Morales is great. Yeah. Follow IGN Deals on Twitter, will do. Because I followed that Wario guy, but I think he's like over talking about PS5s being in stock. So I think I need to follow something else maybe. But that's the thing. I refuse to put in that much effort and pay anything more than what they actually should be are supposed to be worth. Like those two things. Will do. I'll check out Whitmer Thomas. All right. Let's do this. This is for Holden. Jeff should not sing this. Let's see what this is.
I'll even turn the mic off. That's how much I'm not going to sing this.
Oh, it's not drinking, is it? No, it's different. All right. I just did that wrong. Girlwood, I'm Your Dad. Okay, I don't know this one. What is I'm Your Dad? I'm your dad. I'm your dad. Everyone's typing. Why is everyone typing F's in chat? I'm your dad. Oh, I'm your dad. Oh, I'm your dad. I'm your dad. I'm your dad. I'm your dad. Call me daddy. Feed me food while I watch sports. In my man cave made for sports. Whores in my porn in my sports. Whores in my porn, pores in my sports. Fucking sports. Fucking sports. It's higher pitch, okay. Cause I'm your dad. I'm your dad. I'm your dad. Call me daddy. Suck my dick in my fast car. Fuck me fast in my fast car. Fast car, NASCAR. I park my car, then fuck my car. Oh, I fuck my car. I fuck my car. Oh, I'm your dad. I'm your dad. I'm your dad. Call me daddy. I'm your dad. What Jeff's doing right now is highly upsetting. And I got a really big dick. Oh! I'm your dad. I'm your dad. I'm your dad. Call me daddy. Sorry, that's what they donated for. Come in. That must be deleted immediately. It's fine. Lexi, everyone say hi to Lexi. Or everyone.
Hi.
She's upset about the song. She came in.
Our child can never see that.
I know they won't see that. It's a song, though.
Jeff.
It's clearly a song.
So I can see
It has the little thing there. Well, you can see him there, too.
I know, but then you know. Hi, Jeff. How's the new house?
You're muted.
It's fantastic. It's great. Yeah, it's we made it look like shit as much as possible in the cards this week, but it's actually great. Yeah.
Awesome. Yay. Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Lindsay loves the song, by the way, so how dare you for
We heard
saying that it was inappropriate for our, well, it is inappropriate for our daughter to hear in the future, but
Yeah.
yes, you know, but it'll be like 5 years at least before they even understand those.
You'll be happy to know, Lexi, my girls were on a completely different floor when all that happened.
There you go.
Well, yeah, it's fine.
Lexi Listen says, Kyle, Holden needs to prepare and starting practicing saying things that Dad would say. So that's why I made him sing it. Yeah, that was Kyle's donation, by the way. I'm going to be singing that all the time now, and I kind of do love that. That was kind of amazing.
But yeah, hi love people I love.
So your baby on board, Grogu shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Have
That's
fun.
Second day in a row that I'm wearing it. I wear it like 3 days a week. Wash it once a week.
I apologize for how loud we're being, but we're also having so much fun and are so happy to be back to our basics. Do you have anything to say to chat before you probably want to walk out of this room?
I love you guys so much. Thank you for being patient while my insides got twisted up. And yeah, so thank you for all of that. And thank you for all of the love, guys. You guys are the best.
So much. It's intimidating how much people love you. It is. They all love you so much. Yeah, they're gonna rip me to shreds. I feel
we
like.
toasted to you earlier, Lexi.
Yeah, we did a toast earlier. Yeah, I said some really nice stuff that y'all never say to you to your face.
You know what? I'll back him up on this one. He said some really lovely stuff. Not as lovely as the stuff that I said. But
he said way better stuff. But
Oh, that's so sweet. Now I have to go back and watch it.
go back and watch. You go back and watch it right now. Yeah, take it easy. But I'm so glad you came in just to say hey to everybody.
I need to lay down. I am
Go lay
exhausted.
down. Please lay down.
I've been teaching.
Yeah,
back teaching.
too
We'll
much.
be a pregnant lady. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're good.
I gotta go.
We're gonna hold it down for you.
Go lay.
Right. I love you guys. I'll
yeah.
see you soon.
See you soon.
You're gonna bring
Enjoy.
big Lexi energy for the rest of this stream.
Big tiny Lexi energy. Hell yeah, so much love in chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for the support. What a crazy shenaniganry that we dealt with. Let me make another one of these drinks before we move on to another song or anything like that. It is the Staten Island White Rum, Pineapple Juice, Cherry Liqueur 151. 2 parts white rum, 2 parts pineapple juice, a half part cherry liqueur, one bar spoon Barstool, 1 bar spoon 151. So be very careful with that. Shake with ice and drink, because Staten Island. There you go. Boom. All right. And Jeff is asking in chat, communicating with his wife about whether or not she needs another
Otherwise,
round.
I have to go like yell up the stairs. So.
It's perfect. I love it. It's the future. It's future technology. All right, I'm gonna mix one of these. So Jeff, I don't know. It's Jeff's corner. Talk about whatever you want.
Ask me this. This is my my IMA.
Yeah. Ask
IMA.
Jeff
IMA.
anything in chat right now.
And I will answer. Staten Island, babes, baby. Yeah, it's good. Staten Island would be great without the Staten Islanders. It's great. Actually, our neighborhood is great. It's I was actually a little bit afraid. Oh, you like the DuckTales font? Yes, thank you. I was a little afraid living in what it was gonna be like, what the neighbors were gonna be like, because we're in an attached house, so we got people on either, like directly on either side of us. You can't hear anything through these walls. These walls are great. So it's and I've met them all. They're really nice. This block is like the closest thing to Sesame Street I've ever seen, meaning that every race is represented. I think it's like, yeah, and it's just like this. It's this wonderful little block that there's this these nice little trees, and everybody's so friendly, and it's. I couldn't have asked for a better neighborhood to move in. So that's something that means a lot to me. Jeff. Oh, yes. Lindsay was like giving me cocktail things. Yeah, so I'm gonna make her another drink while I'm talking. Sorry, I'm a little hiccupy and a little drunk. Yeah. How are all you? Nobody's asked me anything. So I think I just started talking. So did we drop off? Do we have like 10 viewers now?
Jeff, you gotta pull it. No, we're killing the game.
I know. I gotta break. I said I was gonna bring.
No, we've got 70 people watching. We've had 70 people watching all night.
Fuck.
You were It's so fun to watch you struggle, though.
I'm not the host of this. You know what? It's like,
I love it. I am leave. Wait, do they live in Staten Island?
Go out and fucking lead the show. So,
do you live near Laszlo, Nadja, or Nondor, Jeff?
You can mix and talk, Jeff. Okay, you're right. Yeah, let's make this happen, guys. With Staten Island, again, as I said earlier, Staten Island is the only borough that doesn't have its own signature drink until tonight, because I fucking made it. There's a Staten Island Ferry, which is a simplified version of this, but Staten Island is more complicated than that. So we've added a couple of extra ingredients.
Hell yeah. So, oh, nice. I didn't know you fucked around with RC cars.
Almost killed our white rum. Yeah, this is a bit of a tiki sort of vibe for this.
I guess, too, oh, geez, turned off my monitor. Always fun to do in the middle of the stream. I guess, too, we've got questions in the final hour. It's been so long since we've done cocktails. I don't even remember how it works.
I know, right? Yeah, what do you people want?
Hell yeah, Nuka Babe.
I'm trying to
got my driver's license today. Have you been listening to Driver's License 2, Nuka Babe, in honor of you working on getting your driver's license and finding and losing love? The first time that ever happened to you? All right, here we go. Jeff, that was one of the worst vamp sessions I think I've ever seen. You just clearly struggled the entire time. I could feel the sweat dripping down your face the whole time.
You know what it was? I was given a second task. I was given the second task of trying to make my wife a drink while trying to talk myself and try to keep it, light and like, yeah, let's keep things going for cocktails. People are actually spending their Monday night doing this. Let's give them something to focus on. And I choked. What am I gonna say? I choked. I choke the same way I choke anytime that I ever come on.
I want to have you back too. Would you be down to come back to Among Us, or are you so mortified from your? You were fine, by the way.
I really love it. I have a great time doing it. It's just that I'm like worried because I don't know, because there's people I'm not streaming who don't show up to this, and they're like,
yeah,
who is this? Who is this?
No, they love you.
So
I want to get Lindsay on too. And now that you guys are on separate floors, you could more reasonably play at the same time. and not like be kind of hearing each other or seeing what each other is doing in the game.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, we'll definitely bring Jeff back for sure. Maybe even, I mean, if you want tomorrow. Holden, I want you to sing Family Tradition. Thank you so much, Silly Chairs. Well, I guess I should do another song since now we have a few on the docket here.
Let me just say to my wife that she can come down anytime she wants. There is fresh Staten Island waiting for you in this shaker here.
Rob McCoy requests some harmony work here. Obviously, with the delay, that becomes very difficult. But if you can, if you want to chime in at all,
just give me a little. If it's like no,
just chime in. You'll be delayed a little bit, but you can still chime.
Doesn't
matter if you love him or capital H-I-M. Just put your paws up, 'cause you were born this way, baby. My mama told me when I was young, we were all born superstars. She rolled my hair and put my lipstick on in the glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause he made you perfect, baby. So hold your head up, girl, you'll go far. Listen to me when I say I'm beautiful my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself in regret, just love yourself and you're set. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way. Right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Give yourself prudence, love your friends. Subway kid, rejoice your truth. In the religion of the insecure, I must myself respect my youth. Must be myself. A different lover is not a sin. Believe capital H-I-M. Hey, hey, hey. I love my life. I love this record and mi amore vuole bella. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistake. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself in regret, just love yourself, you're set. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way, hey. Ooh, there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way. Right track, baby, I was born this way. Oh. A little out of my range, I guess. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's fantastic, though. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Whether you're broke or evergreen. Black, white, beige, cholo descent. You're Lebanese or you're Orient. Whether that's disabilities, left you outcast, bullied or teased. Rejoice and love yourself today. No matter gay, straight or bi, lesbian, transgender life, I'm on the right track, baby, I was born to survive. No matter black, white or beige, cholo, Orient, made on the Orient thing. On the right track, baby, I was born to be brave. Beautiful in my way, none makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself and regret, just love yourself and you're set. I'm on the right track. Baby, I was born this way. I got COVID. There ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way. So, man, baby, thank you for the 10. Baby, I was born this way. Bad track, baby, I was born this way. I was born this way, hey, I was born this way, hey, on the right track, baby, I was born this way, I was born this way, I was born this way, hey, I was right track, baby, I was born this way, hey. Same DNA, but born this way. Same Don't turn off the stream because I'm singing like this. But I was born this way. You know, I'm going to say this about the Orient thing. Obviously, it is a song about accepting everyone, no matter what their background or whatever it was. So obviously, today she would not have said Orient, knowing what how the times have changed.
You need a little bit of time to look back on your generation and realize how stupid you were and like how much you've like fucked.
This is such a perfect example of like, hey, some things are just based in like lost to time, like or subject to time. Like obviously, she would not have said Orient if she thought that was the accepted nomenclature, brah.
Yeah. Everybody like in the like mid 2010s said the R word for people with mental disabilities. They dropped that all the time, and it took some time for us to get there. We're getting there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna keep getting better all the time, despite many efforts by many politicians to try to stop that. We're gonna get there. So
I love it. All right. Also, what's up, Captain Sin? So good to see you, dude. We should set up that podcast soon. I was thinking about you the other day and how I asked you to give me a little time, and that was way more time than even needed. Now, especially the Dunecast is over, I have a lot more freedom to guest on some pods. So hit me up, and we'll make it happen. All right. This next video is from Jumbo Lump Crab Meat. Oh, is this? Let me see here. What is this? Oh, you found it. Oh, wow. Okay. Cities. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to go all the way to the top floor for this shit.
Think of London. Small city. It's dark. Dark in the daytime. People sleep. Sleep in the daytime. If they want to, I'm checking them out. I got it figured out. We got good points, some bad points. It all works out. I'm just a little freaked out. Hell yeah, I will fudge pusher. If I'll find myself a city to live in. Help me find a city, find myself a city to live in. Down El Paso, way things get pretty spread out. People got no idea where in the world they are. They go up north, come back south, y'all. Still got no idea where in the world they are. Checking them out. I'm checking them out. I got it figured out. We got good points, some bad points, but it all works out. I'm just a little freaked out. Find a city, find myself a city to live in. Yeah, I love this song too, Jumbo. Thank you for sharing. I will find a city, find myself a city to live in. Hell yeah, Jumbo. I'm checking them out. I got it figured out. We got good points, some bad points, but it all works out. I'm just a little freaked out. I'll find a city, find myself a city to live in. Hell yeah, Jeff is killing it right now. Find a city, find myself a city to live in. Did I forget to mention Memphis, home of Elvis and the ancient Greeks? Do I smell? I smell home cooking. It's only the river. I'm checking them out. I got it figured out. We got some good points, some bad points, but it all works out. I'm just a little freaked out. I'll find a city, find myself a city to live in. I will find a city, find myself a city to live in. Find a city, find myself a city to live in. Find a city, find myself a city to live in. Find a city, find myself a city to live in. Yeah, dude. I love that song. I love songs that like Talking Head does this so well, where that like it's really a mundane topic in a lot of ways, but everybody deals with it, especially in this country, right? Where you're like, you just have this like whole situation, but yeah, find that city. Where are you gonna go? You know, some good points, some bad points. It's like so mundane, but it's so important, and the vibe of that song too is so like driven and fucking so cool. And I found a city to live in here in LA, man, and you found a city to live in over there in Staten Island, bro, and it's fucking cool. So I think that's a good song for the theme of this episode. I love you, I love music. Nothing, I love music. Yeah, absolutely. I'll take that. All right. So we do have a couple more songs. Silly Chairs, I Got You on the docket, and Anxious Spider-Man, but I think we're going to take a little break and just kind of do some questions and all that. I love yes, I love no.
Reading Paper Rose said barbecue at Jeff's, and yes, come by, everybody.
I love that. By the way, yeah, that was somebody mentioned
two places to sleep for guests now. So
someone mentioned like best house tour ever. I love that you've taken the songs as a way to kind of show me and everyone else around a little bit. It looks great, man. House looks awesome.
I don't know if you can see, but yeah, Lindsay and the girls were waving from their bedroom up on the third floor. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's my Navy. Thank you so much for the sub. That's so fun, man. What a fun dad. That's my name, B. What's up? So good to see you. And here are the incentives if you want to donate. We do have a couple. Well, I don't know. Actually, Anxious Spider-Man, did you just give 10 to give 10? Did you have an incentive you would like or a song you'd like us to do karaoke for? You are allowed it with that donation. I definitely have one song for Silly Chairs coming up. Those are the incentives. $5 for a toast or roast to you. $10 to choose one of us to perform karaoke. You choose the song and you can donate right there. Unless you want to make a dealer's choice, I definitely have another song I would love to sing for you guys tonight if you do want to make a dealer's choice. Click that link right there. That's how you donate. And either way, I'm just happy to have you guys here with us as we blast through the final hour of the stream. And then I go, I guess, make dinner and hang out, watch some more Mayor of Easttown.
That's right. Yeah, I always forget that my night is coming to an end and yours is just sort of beginning.
Sort of beginning.
Lit up.
But lit up, yeah. Well, I need to put myself to bed earlier tonight anyways. We keep staying up too late. We slept, both of us, until like 12:30 today or something. It was so bad. It was so
Enjoy
bad.
That. Yeah.
For her, it's good. It's like I want her to sleep as much as possible. For me, it's like I should be waking up before this. This is terrible. Lexi's doing great. She just came through to say hello. She's doing so much better. That's my name, B. She's able to be up and mobile. She taught a little bit today. I feel like Silly Chairs has to be said more like an annoying or creepy sound. Silly Chairs!
Or like my girl's voice. Just have them going, Silly Chairs!
Oh, and I guess we've got Art Smackdown to raid after this as well, which is fun.
My girls should participate in our Smackdown. They did this. My dad gave them these like a long time ago, and we finally did them. These Stormtrooper masks where you can like just decorate them however you want, and I kind of love these.
That's rad.
So
very cool. Love it.
They look better in person, but they're like my new favorite decoration.
I guess that's true. I needed the rest too, but we slept like animals on Saturday as well. Oh, it was just so nice. We took it so easy on Saturday.
You'll get to do though, and do this like Lindsay and I do, is when the kid's like there, and after like sleep training is done, the kid like can more or less sleep. I think as you start doing nap shifts. Like I get to sleep in today, then you sleep in tomorrow for like the weekend.
Right.
And then whoever got up gets to take a nice nap, and it works out really well.
Yeah, we definitely have to work that out, and I want to talk to you guys more about some of the specifics on that and sleep training. So I was telling Lexi, I was like, whatever Jeff and Lindsay did, that's what I want us to do. It seemed like you guys really figured it out with those girls. They can like sleep through a party. They are pretty good about going to bed. I mean, obviously they'll get up and like come. Say what's up or whatever throughout the night a couple times maybe, but for the most part, they are very, very good about sleep, and I really need that to happen.
Yeah, they really are. I have lots to say. You know what we should do?
Baby stream?
At least a one-off stream, like a dad thing, and we'll just you just get a bunch of your dad friends together, and we'll just all give you advice on.
Yeah, maybe we'll do White Russians and baby bottles.
There we go.
We could
it can be a CockTails.
Yeah, we could do CockTails. We'll do White Russians and baby bottles, and we'll do dad chat for the entire thing. Like when we get a little closer to the big day. All right, where are we at? Questions. It's time for questions, ladies and gentlemen. I have this thing right here. It's got a bunch of questions in it. I'm going to go through these. We're going to answer them. Chat, please answer them as well. And you can make a new segment called Dad Chat. Yeah, absolutely. And so we will, I don't know, go through these questions. Real quick, I want to go through this steps for this drink as well, though. The Staten Island white rum, I almost said plum, pineapple juice, cherry liqueur, 151. So 2 parts white rum, 2 parts pineapple juice, 1/2 part cherry liqueur, 1 bar spoon, 151. Shake with ice. Drink, 'cause Staten Island. And that's it. Boom. There it is. I'm here to give all the dad advice anyone needs. I know, right? We'll probably have to have you on that one, Silly Chairs. And I did see that message, and I really appreciate it. All right. Let's do some questions. Again, we do have a song, at least, on the docket. We'll get to maybe more if you want to donate for it at that link in chat. But yeah, let's start with what's your favorite philanthropy or cause? What's your favorite philanthropy or cause? You know what? I need to be a little more in touch with things. I did really appreciate New York Cares. I was I think that was the same year I was really hitting a brick wall in every way. Creatively, career-wise, just kind of generally miserable. And I was and I think it was in one of those desperate moments. I was maybe I just need to do some charity work, really give back, just give out positive things, and maybe they'll come back to me. And so I did New York Cares, and all you had to do was attend one orientation meeting, and then you could essentially just sign up for anything that was available. And I worked just a couple of days at different homeless shelters on the weekends, soup kitchen kind of things, that sort of stuff. Newt the Whales, love it.
I love that.
So yeah. Will the child be going through Bene Gesserit training? Absolutely, Jainted, sir. We will be doing the pain box. Absolutely. For sure. Coney 2012. Oh my God, I forgot all about that shit, Jainted. Either way, so I'd say New York Cares. I also really like Doctors Without Borders. I've been kind of aware of them because of Awesome Games Done Quick. But I think that's a really good cause. So that's my answer. A couple answers in here is Rock Autism from Rob McCoy. That's awesome. Animal Rescues for sure. Animal Rescues, and then Nuke the Whales right after that. Since starting Dinner with Dolly, I've gotten to donate to several different causes. It feels amazing. Yes, that's also. Oh, also, yeah, that's my name B's stream, Dinner with Dolly. I think her username, just go there and you can follow. Holden Naders, go! Absolutely. What about you? What's your favorite philanthropy or cause?
The first thing that popped in my mind is anything that helps, migrant children, the caged children from the last 4 years, and just anything that I hear about that, whether it's somebody's getting some little grassroots thing to get together, to get lawyers and stuff to fight this and try to and any teams are trying to reunite kids. It's one of those things where I'm I remember just at the time when that started, I was this is so fucking, he's turning this country into the galactic empire. And this is, I can't believe that we've come to this point. And then because so much shit happens, it just kind of falls off the radar. And you just have to remember there's so many people, as much shit as happens and as much anger as we all have at Joe Manchin right now and stuff. It's there's still fucking, this disaster of people just being treated so despicably. at the southern border and trying to clean up
Yeah.
that mess. Anybody who can help do that, that's my favorite thing to right
it.
now. I mean, there's so many good causes, but that's what leapt to mind. So.
Prana Bindu training my big toe right now. Interesting. Jumbo Lump Crab Meat. St. Jude's is a big one for me. What's the Trevor Project, by the way, Nuka Babe and others who agree?
I know what that is. It's a good one, though. I'll let them tell you. But.
Okay. Favorite Chicago-based charity, Chicago Coalition for the Homeless, Chicago Abortion Fund, and Peace for Pits. Hell yeah.
I have a good link probably for the Trevor Fund, but it is a good thing. It is like it's helping transgender youth, but somebody's gonna say it better. I'm sure.
Southern Poverty Law Center, y'all. I also love Dolly Parton's book charity that she's been doing to get books to kids. Like, that's such a cool one and makes such a big difference. For the Girls is an org that raises money to help Black trans folks with rent and gender affirmation surgery. Awesome. By the way, shout outs to MJ for getting top surgery today. They're doing so good, and I'm so proud of them. MJ, my co-host on Page 7 podcast.
Right, yeah.
It is so cool, and I'm so proud, and it's just really amazing to see it. And
if anybody follows Elliot Page on
dude.
The first thing when it was like first swim trunks, and he's got like this ripped, like sexy man
big
body.
inspo for MJ.
It was just like, but like I like teared up at that. It was like this is amazing.
So cool, and I couldn't imagine what it must be like to feel trapped in your own body, and I'm just so proud of MJ. So, all right. What do you most want to do before you die, Jeff? I want to see I would love to have a glass of white wine with Taylor Swift before I die. I would also like to see my daughter get married and have kids, I guess, maybe at this point. And
that one's never gonna happen, but I think we can work at the Taylor Swift.
Or at least like graduate middle school, I guess at this point. My expectations are so low. No, but yeah.
Holden lives fast, he's gonna die young.
I want to live long enough to see my daughter become an incredibly successful pop star, which I'm going to force her to do from the moment she is born. So that's good. No, I don't know. But I think it would be cool to... I'd love to... I don't know. I'm trying to think now because I love live performances. Maybe something like that. Write my own album of music. Whether I play it for anyone or not. I'd love to write... Oh, and a musical. I want to write a musical before I die. Which is kind of the end goal of the piano. Is to write a musical. At least one before I pass on. What's my favorite musical? Good question. I always said, and it's kind of true. I don't know if it still feel this way, but I love South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. And I love Book of Mormon. I also love Sing Street. It's by the guy who did Once. It is a movie. It is a musical movie. I just cannot recommend it enough to everybody. It's that movie that I cannot get anyone to watch. That is so fucking good. That is definitely my favorite musical. So yeah, check that out as well. Sing Street. I just love it so much. And like no one has seen it, it feels like. And I would love to write a musical like Sing Street. It's just so honest. I always say I want to write my Book of Mormon and I want to write my like Sing Street. You know what I mean? I want to write my like Rent and I want to write my Avenue Q. There's like the two different ones, right? The big funny, awesomely dirty, funny musical and like the genuinely like trying to make you feel something musical.
I love the old 1980s musical. Lindsay introduced me to this too, so I discovered this late in life. But the old the Newsies, the movie, a young Christian Bale and everything, is in there. But it's just got so much just like optimistic heart to it, and it's just like and it's just fun. It's silly, but like there's a good point being made. I don't know. It makes me feel, it makes me excited to get all cheesy for like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
so,
I need to do that. I
love that music.
I need to watch Newsies, and I need to watch the original West Side Story as well, especially with that new one coming out. And I think Lexi and I might go see In the Heights in the theater. which
Oh
would be
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
That should be good
Yeah,
times.
I'm into that as well.
That's my name. B says I want to see my artwork in a museum. Live in a really cool apartment and also have a kid. Hell yeah, good goals. I would like to meet a lot of internet friends. Nuka Babe, I think you already accomplished that goal. Are you gonna write The Miz for Jackie? I would love to help with The Miz. I don't think it's something I fully can write myself, but I'd love to work on The Miz. One time I got escorted out of Pirates of Penzance for being drunk. It was a good moment. Hell yeah. A musical from the mind of Holden would be a wild ride. Absolutely. Yeah, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut is still hilarious, right? Yeah, I would like to own a giant,
it's
creepy,
so great.
Gothic mansion, have a giant garden, and travel the world. I love that.
There used to be there was these things, the Virgin Megastores. There was two of them. There was one in Union Square and one up in Times Square in New York. And you can go there, and back like in the 90s, before like everything was like digital, before those stores disappeared, you could like go there and have like put like headphones on. There were all these listening stations, and you could like put them on and like listen to like whatever, like this all these different kind of like albums you could sample things. And it was really great. Actually, I remember liking it a lot. But I remember like before I saw Bigger, Longer, Uncut, I went there and it was like, I got time to like listen to one song, and there was like a song called Uncle Fucka by
Fuck your fucking
Terrence
face,
Phillip.
Uncle
And
Fucka.
I just was dying laughing
Yeah.
in Virgin Megastore with these headphones on. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. Yeah, it was so good. But it was
You're a fucker, I must say. I fucked my uncle yesterday. Yeah. So good. Dude, that movie.
Oh my God, that's why if we ever get to do this live, we're doing this together, then that's a karaoke song that we have to do together.
That's actually a great one for us to do together.
Yeah, so.
I miss those music listening stations, by the way, at every CD store you'd go to. Oh, that was the best. I want to live to see my son in his 30s, and if he has kids by then, I'll stick around until after his kids graduate high school. But after that, I'm walking into a desert to pass. Oh my goodness. I love it.
For me, I want to meet a grandchild, definitely. I mean, I'm kind of an older dad.
That'd be cool.
I think my family has a history of kind of living long, and I just always I'm kind of convinced I'm going to live quite a long time. So I don't think that's an impossible goal for me. So.
Hell yeah, I love it. Also, Silly Chairs, that's awesome too. I'd love for my son and I to build a small house, but that's got to happen before my body falls apart. And I like these like very achievable but very awesome goals. Like I just want to live in a cabin at one point in my life. Like I think that's such a great goal, you know? An Arrakis desert? Yeah, you're gonna like be cast out blind into the desert, Silly Chairs. Much like Paul, spoiler alert for book 2. Is this the one that has Kyle's mom is a big fat bitch? I believe, right? Yeah. I think so.
They did that on the actual show, and then they did
okay.
a whole big number of it in the movie. Yeah. So.
I want to see the Northern Lights. Hell yeah. All right. Next question. If you could spend 1 year in any country, which would you choose? Obviously not your own. I'd probably go with Italy. Italy or Scotland for me, probably. What about you, Jeff?
New Zealand.
Oh, Japan. Actually, Japan probably be number 1 because it'd be a way more wild year than Italy or
I want
Scotland.
New Zealand for the aspects of it, just sort of like oh my God, I want to see like Fjordland.
Yeah.
Like some of the most like spectacular sort of landscapes and stuff, and also just everybody in New Zealand seems super chill and like cool. So I know that's not the case.
Yeah, New Zealand feels like it'd be like the most pleasant place.
And all, but it's like, but I'm just saying that they dealt with the coronavirus better than everything. And
yeah,
So
no, it does seem like
all these sound great to me. I would love to go to Japan, and I'd love to.
Ooh, Zurich, Switzerland be fun as shit. What about for music, Apple Cart? Is that Switzerland for music? I feel like it would be interesting to go to like Germany or something like that for music. Or even Iceland has awesome culture.
I've been to Germany. It was actually really fun.
Southern France is delightful. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'd like to go to France and not to Paris because like I went to Paris and I loved it, but that was just one side of France, I feel like. And I hear when you go to the country, it's a lot more pleasant. Like, people are a lot more pleasant to you in the country.
I feel like if you go to New York and you only see Times Square, you're
right.
like, yeah.
I'd like to get an old Victorian home in old Louisville and redo it from top to bottom. That would be a dream. That's amazing. Yeah, for sure. I like that. South Korea for music. Hell yeah.
I'm out of rum, so I'm gonna go upstairs and get another bottle.
Oh my goodness, look at you. All right, I'll vamp until then for sure. Pump the dough. Oh, take it with them though. We get the tour, get the grand tour as well. Yo, everybody, thank you again for joining, man. This is really just a delight to get back to be unable to do this with you guys.
Yeah, I missed it all.
It's funny how like you get stressed out by your day-to-day, life, and then it gets flipped upside down, and you're just so happy to get back to your day-to-day life. And Mondays again usually are like can be so stressful and whatever, and I was just so happy to like have that workflow back so much. I've missed CockTails too so much, and we'll be back with Lexi Week in Review next week with Carly. How's Lexi doing today? Great. She just came in to say hi a little while ago. She's resting now, but now it's really easy. There's no pain or anything. It's just been about, her making sure she's resting and not doing too much. And that is a million miles easier to navigate as well. Hell yeah, Rob McCoy. Cocktails with Jeff Nolden is the best fucking stream on any of the hemispheres. Thank you so much, Bonesaw. And again, check out Bonesaw's stream. Great new stream hanging out over there. It's fantastic. So check out Bonesaw. Give him a follow, please. I've heard so much about Louisville, and it's okay and all, but I have blood from Kentucky, and it can just dry up and go away. Louisville's cool, though. Louisville's a little different. Made it down to the wire. So glad all are okay. Absolutely. For sure. Hail me. Absolutely, Bonesaw. Yeah, there it is. There's the link right there. Check them out. Thank you again for that raid. All right. I should do, where are we at? See, okay, let me do another question here. If you could spend the day with any celebrity, who would you choose and why? Taylor Swift. I want to talk to her about songwriting and her process, and bond with her, because I think, I'll tell you what the other one is, like the one more possible one, especially lately because I've been listening to her podcast. I know Nikki Glaser and I would be friends. She's also a huge Swiftie. We have mutual friends like Dan St. Germain and other folks from the New York comedy scene. Like we connect on something. I think the only difference is that she is now sober and I still drink. I think besides that, like, we have so much shit in common, it's ridiculous, even though she is so different from me. But it's literally the person that I'm gonna have to, like, navigate this right, because I don't want to be creepy, but I almost want to tell her, like, hey, you and I would be friends, and I know we'd be friends because we have mutual friends. We're both fucking Swifties. We both love comedy in this way. We both literally picked up an instrument and decided we wanted to become a singer-songwriter at the exact same time. Her with guitar, me with piano. Like, there's just so many funny, like, similarities. And I'm sure she would pick the same person, by the way, in Taylor Swift as well. And yeah, I would just love to talk to T Swift about songwriting, about, just everything. I don't know. About all of it, but mostly songwriting and playing piano and stuff. And like, yeah, oh my God, best piano teacher ever. Be the best. What about you, Jeff?
Actually, come back to me because I'm just finishing this up here.
Do it. Chat. What celebrity would you spend a day with? I'm not seeing enough answers. Dash Guyheart says Jake Young. I think I could arrange that for you. Mine is Hold McNeely because we spend time in the same area of NYC and we both fuck hard. Hell yeah, dude. David Lynch is a great answer.
Jake Young is not a disappointing person, dude, because he's instantly one of the most likable, kind people you'll ever be. It's like. Yeah,
he's the real deal. He's the real deal.
This is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really that guy, and it's awesome. Like, I love working with him. My favorite author, Catherine M. Valente or Lizzo. Great choice. Lizzo would be so fun. I'd hang out with Elijah Wood. Hell yeah. This is so lame, but I'd love to hang out with you for a day, Holden. We were very similar growing up. Hell yeah. Love it. I'm sure, and that could very well happen at some point. Les fucking Claypool, dude. Great choice. Love the guy. I got to meet him, Bonesaw. I got to meet Les Claypool because our friends, the Reformed Hordes, opened for him in his Duo de Twang tour. And so Katie and Marie took me and Marcus backstage. We got free tickets to go see them perform, Primus perform the Wonka Charlie and the Chocolate Factory soundtrack, and then a very meek Holden and Marcus were taken backstage to meet Les Claypool. His hands are massive, and I was so intimidated because, like, I grew up on him and, like, love, you know, Primus is one of my favorite bands still of all time. So, yeah, that was, like, amazing, and we got to talk a little bit. I was so nervous, so didn't talk to him a lot, but we were both just like, like, we were both so fucking nerdy. It was, like, so obvious. But anyways, Jackie, of course. I don't really play video games. Again, that's probably gonna happen at some point. A movie where Terry Crews and Vin Diesel are buddy cops and secret nerds, and they cover Comic-Con, and their nemesis in the movie is Elijah Wood playing Daniel Radcliffe, also with a cameo from Daniel Radcliffe playing Elijah Wood. That sounds great. What were you gonna say, Jeff?
I was gonna say for one thing, yeah, because I don't really play video games. Said I'd like to spend a day with Jackie Zabrowski, and I'm like, that's the cool thing about Jackie is because she can come across maybe like you wouldn't be able to keep up with her or something, you know, because she's got all this energy and everything. But I can say just from my limited experience, obviously you know her much better. But the thing is, but a couple times I've met Jackie, she's just like so just cool and just like, you know, can just talk to anybody and just is really just a genuinely like lovely person in person. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Jackie right there because I love Jackie. But the other thing I was going to say was Eddie Izzard popped into mind. I've always been fascinated. I just think he's great, and the conversations would just be amazing. And I have so many questions too because like I think Eddie Izzard is going by she her now, but I'm like fascinated with that because I'm like you said before that you like you're sometimes boy mode and sometimes girl mode, and so I'm curious why I didn't choose they them, and I don't know, there's things I feel like I can be educated in that respect, but it's mostly just because Eddie Izzard just seems like this be so fucking fun to hang out with Eddie Izzard.
Hell yeah, agreed. Fucking awesome. All right. I think it might be time for another song. Might as well switch it up here a little bit. Silly Chairs. Family Tradition. I don't even know this one. Maybe I do know this and I just am forgetful. So let's see. All right, here we go. Family Tradition. Oh, Hank Williams Jr. All right. Fuck, I'm about to embarrass myself, I think. We'll figure it out. It's a country song. Country music singers have always been a real close family. But lately some of my kinfolk have disowned a few others than me. And I guess it's because I kinda changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition. They get on me and want to know, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Hey, Lindsay, why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Over and over, everybody made my prediction. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. Well, I'm very proud of my daddy's name, although his kind of music and mine ain't exactly the same. When I'm down in a honky-tonk, some old slick's trying to give me correction. I say, leave me alone, I'm singing all night long. It's a family tradition. So don't ask me, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Just stop and think it over. Try to put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. 16-bar instrumental break. 16-bar instrumental break. My goodness, it's 16 bars and it's a break. Instrumentally. Yeah. Woo! I'll take it. It's a good bridge. Lordy, I have loved some ladies and I have loved Jim Beam. And they both tried to kill me in 1973. When that doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? I said, hey, Sawbones, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition. So don't ask me, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Stop and think it over. Try to put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned, sing all night long. It's a family tradition. Thank you. It's always fun. If it's a country song, generally, even if you've never heard it, you're probably going to be able to do it because it's like just that's why it's country, right? It's like that.
You've never heard that song?
I don't know if I have, or at least like not in a long, not recently enough to be like, I know that one. You know what I mean?
It's funny, like sometimes I really realize that I lived a good portion of my life in Texas and like other people didn't do that.
Yeah. Or you hear it a lot more often. I mean, again, like
Yeah.
I probably have heard it, but you know, it's like one of those at least where if it's a country song, especially a classic country song, like that's like the point. It's so comforting and like predictable. You know what I mean? So when's your album coming out, dude? I don't know if I'll ever put an album out of my own stuff, but I haven't even really written. I've written like 2 choruses for 2 different songs, and that's about it so far. So we're just getting into the writing part of the singer-songwriter, approach. Welcome, Lindsay, to the stream. So good to see you.
How are you?
So good.
Better, I assume now.
Night and day.
Yeah.
Like this time last week was such a nightmare, and it's so much better now. Honestly, actually, this time last week, I was really relieved because I think I just found out that Lexi was safely out of surgery. So I think actually it started to get better, this time last week getting home at night, so which was around, like 5 hours from now. But still, that was when it was starting to get more positive. Shout out to Charlie Crockett. He's great. Hell yeah. How you been lately, Lindsay? How you enjoying the new house and everything?
Oh, the new house is great. I am very, very happy with the new house and the more space and all of the stuff. Very, very good.
Yeah, finally doesn't feel like we're exploding out of this house.
We're just like all on top of each other all the time.
Yeah.
anymore. We can just like be in a space. I can't hear the girls do their morning meeting.
Yeah.
I can't hear them.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
on another
awesome.
floor and it's not like
Yeah. That's awesome.
This is, I guess, kind of the basement, kind of the first floor. It's weird.
we're in the basement.
Everything in this part of Staten Island is on hills.
Right.
It's really weird. And so like everything, we live on this huge hill. And so like you come in and like the front door goes like onto like the middle floor, but like the basement leads out to the backyard. So it's this really weird kind of like layout because everything is just like so like
very
rolling
hilly.
and strange here. Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
That's so good though, and I bet it's also really good timing. Because I feel like the girls are finally able to really kind of take care of themselves in a lot of ways, in the sense of like entertain themselves and stuff. So like you can leave them for bouts of time on another floor, and they're not gonna like find a way to die, essentially. So you know what I mean? They can just watch TV.
One coming down right now. What's up, Violet?
My BF just got a new apartment that's
Wanna say
vacant.
hello?
Now I want to have.
What do you mean?
Tell everybody what you need.
Hal Dog says my BF just got a new apartment that's vacant. Now I want to have sex. I'm gonna quiet because of Violet. And all of the empty rooms, like the kitchen and weird places. Lol, did you guys? Is this just my weirdness? We didn't do the kitchen, but yeah, we kind of tried to. You try to make a point to, break in the apartment and its different areas. Hello, Bionic Bicon. Welcome. All right, shall we move on to the next question?
Let's do it.
If you were a child again, what one thing would you buy for yourself? If you were a child again, what one thing would you buy for yourself? I guess there's like the thing I wanted as a child. I would probably go back and give myself a Super Nintendo because I missed out on a lot of games, but I got to experience them later in college, so I don't even know if I would, but maybe a Super Nintendo. In terms of like looking back and knowing what's best for myself, I'm not sure. I mean, something that would have, maybe a book about playwriting or something like that, or screenplay writing. Remote control playing would be cool. Something like that. I don't know what it would be though, but maybe some further education on maybe like acting classes. Legit acting classes when I was a kid would have been cool. Nuka Babe, thank you for the 10. Walking After Midnight by Patsy Cline for Lindsay. Love you guys. Uh-oh, I think you guys might have to sing that. Maybe Lindsay can sing that for us.
She will, yeah. She's up for it.
That'd be awesome.
You have a song from Nuka Babe.
Oh yeah, and probably I got a guitar. My mom eventually got me a guitar after I proved that I actually loved it. So I would say a keyboard. Yeah, 100%. A piano or a keyboard. No one goes in the living room anyways. Let's put a piano in there. A dope piano, and piano lessons probably would be, looking back. And it's something I hope I can convince my daughter to endure. Maybe I can find a fun piano teacher. Maybe I'm the piano teacher, but I'd love to be like, I know this might seem annoying now, but if you learn how to play this piano right now, it could actually be like incredibly helpful for you later, like later in life. So I think I even now, part of buying that keyboard was for my daughter as well. I mean, I think I would have bought a learner piano as a kid so I could actually learn at a young age instead of struggling now. Yeah, right? Oh, are we in the same situation? Something, I guess. What about you guys? What would you, again, the question is, what would you, if you were a child again, what one thing would you buy for yourself?
Wow, that's a difficult one.
By the way, I need ice. I'm gonna let you guys answer this question while I go get ice. Okay, I'll be right back.
It's weird. Like the things that I feel like we're missing from my childhood were not things that I feel like I could go back and buy myself.
Just love.
Just yeah.
Yes.
Just the understanding that one's parents are proud of you. But I'm really trying to think about it. I was a kid who read a lot. And I had a library card, and that was kind of what I needed the most. I feel like I maybe would have what are you doing?
Go on.
I feel like I might have given myself like slightly cooler clothes. I didn't care about clothes until I like high school, and I started kind of dressing in a way that I was like artistically expressing myself. But before that, I didn't care, or I wasn't tuned into it. And I got made fun of a lot in middle school because I think that my parents were still just like buying me my clothes, and I just didn't give a shit about what I was wearing. So I might go back and like give poor little young Lindsay a little bit of a makeover.
I want to say that because Lindsay was like a reader. This is my favorite picture of her. This is her very, very seriously eating cereal while she's reading in a bunny suit. You can't
Where
really
did you
see,
get that from? How'd you pull that out? That's amazing. Have a good night,
out.
Rob McCoy. Good to see you, buddy.
So yeah.
Yeah, he pulled it out of a drawer.
It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite
weird.
pictures I've ever. So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Dude, that is so funny.
Lindsay's one of those people who had like the same face her entire life. She like that face there. It's like it's the same face that you see right here, just on a child's body. And so like I know that look. I know that serious like I'm reading this kind of look that she.
Did you?
But yeah, like just like in that picture, I certainly didn't pay attention to what I was wearing ever.
Yeah.
Did you have an answer too, Jeff, or nah?
I didn't. Because part of me, I'm torn because part of me is thinking financially what would be really good. Because I bought all the original Star Wars figures when I was a kid. Because as you've said many times before,
be a good one.
I was
Pokemon cards at this point. No, in 2021.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
Pokemon
I would have
cards.
bought a second set, and I wouldn't have unboxed them.
Yeah.
And just like think of like the all the money that I could make off of that the first wave of Star Wars figures. I had stuff that was like crazy. I had like the tall Snaggletooth, and I had the Han Solo where the head was too small, and that kind of thing. So real, true Star Wars figure geeks will understand me when I say those things.
Soat being one of them, I think. Yeah, a couple people.
But I unboxed them all because I was a kid and I wanted to play with my toys, and so but I'd like go back and say, okay, I'll keep all those, but then have these and sell them when you're 40, so there's that. But then also I like the music thing too, and I feel like I could have gotten into it like a more personal growth thing. I wish I'd gotten more into music when I was a kid, and I played an instrument, and it would either be the guitar or the piano. I don't know which one. I feel like guitar is more feasible in places that I lived, so I'm gonna say guitar. So.
Yeah, I think piano is, even for a guitar player, I think piano is the most important to learn, because you'll learn, you'll more easily understand music theory on the piano, and then you can translate that to any instrument. So I would start with the piano, even if it's literally just a month of piano before you pick up a guitar, just so that you know the very basics of how the basic understanding of music and notes and theory and all that work, and like reading music, how that works, which I think is a lot easier to teach on a piano because it's just the way it's all laid out for you, and then immediately bring that over to guitar. Oh, hi Gabby. Nice. I'm glad you're catching the end.
Yay.
Oh.
I had to take the blame for that. I usually give her a heads up when we're gonna stream, and I didn't do it until we were like 10 minutes into the stream. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to tell my mom. So sorry, Mom.
I think I would have bought myself dance lessons or continued to pay for my horse riding lessons because I loved them and had to give them up when my family moved. Yeah, that's a bummer.
I think maybe just for Soat, and I don't really play video games. I'm making Jeff show this. He's got this is one of 3 bins that he has. These have been, like way back in the back of some closet somewhere. But like, let me see. Can you see this?
Oh my God, Jeff.
I'm not kidding when I say there are 3 exactly like this.
Holy Lord, Jeff. That is so crazy.
This is just Rebel, and
he's got them sorted out by Rebels,
Empire, and then accessories and like rogues and things. I have a couple expanded universe. This apparently is Luke's from the original EU, Luke's like great grandson or something. And
what is that though?
That's the animated series Anakin right there. So,
the animated series Anakin. That means, guys, check it out. Jeff was not a child when that was on.
I don't know who this person is, but
that looks like M. Bison from Street Fighter. Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of does. Here's a really good Han Solo.
Awesome.
Here's that thing.
Oh, that's one of the Jedi Council people.
Yeah, I recognize him.
Yeah.
He has all of it.
Guys, it's Ula, Jabba's dancer.
I recognize her. I know that one.
Fucking Lobot, come on.
All right, now you have to put it away. I told him to get it out, and now I'm
that is just the top layer of that box, though, too. That is fucking crazy.
And
there are 3 of them.
Jeff, have you ever considered, maybe the girls have to get a little older or something, but have you ever considered like setting up a huge display of them on a several bookshelves? Like that's what.
They're not. The girls are not toy kids. Like they're not as interested in toys. They like books. They like stuffed animals like crazy. They take after me in that way. I wasn't ever a toy.
Yeah, and Jeff, you should put those. That should be on display. You know what I mean? You gotta set up.
I want him to get a bunch of like floating shelves.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna get some shelves.
Or even honestly,
you're gonna make shelves.
Honestly, a huge glass case and set up like a massive battle or something would be fucking awesome.
I can do one of that. I can put all of my Lego Harry Potter Hogwarts together on one. I can do my Star Wars battle on another one. I've got the Knights of the Round Table from the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I've got like big figures of them that I'm very excited about.
And your own mother is also saying, and you do know I have a storage locker filled with Star Wars boxes and comic books.
That's the original line. This is like the re-release line that I have here. I have all the original line back in my mom's storage area that should not be paying.
I was today years old when I learned that you have that somewhere.
Yeah, by the way, I mean, those probably are legitimately worth money even out of the box.
Yeah.
So.
Some of them definitely, yeah.
All right, we've got Lindsay. Would you be interested in performing for us a little "Walking After Midnight" by Patsy Cline?
Sure. I know that song.
I've been walking after midnight. You don't know that song?
I'm gonna play it for her real quick on Spotify.
I probably do. I'm gonna listen to it real quick and then.
Dude, that's that's the one I know. I want to go back and get Pokemon cards. Some of them are worth so much right now. I know it's like probably a terrible time to want Pokemon cards. Kind of surprised Jeff isn't into the Lego Star Wars stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
What?
Oh gosh, here he goes.
Fucking dare.
All right, let me.
I have. Wait, did I get a Lego Star Wars?
Right here.
Oh my god.
There
Jesus
it is,
Christ.
Yeah, he's a child. He's an animal.
It'll turn the stories out.
Challenge me in Magic the Gathering. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, I can put it.
You should challenge Skulk, the hulking anxious Spider-Man. He loves magic. Jeff, are you watching Bad Batch?
The Bad Batch? I have not started it yet. I'm.
Oh yeah, the new Star Wars. Yeah, I was interested in that one.
I really, really want to watch it, and I'm excited to watch it. I just for some reason I just haven't had the time.
Sorry.
Hang on a second. So yeah, I haven't actually watched it yet. I'm gonna mute us just for a second. Excuse me.
All right, go for it. I will set up camera right now and defeat anyone in MTG. I mean, Apple Cart's playing. Skulk did the MTG stream last Tuesday, or I bet Apple Cart's playing Arena though. By the way, which is the online digital way to play. A little less crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really want to I at least want to do the Millennium Falcon at some point, because like the big daddy Millennium Falcon Lego set. Essentially, I just want a basement space that's like I guess we'll call it a man cave, but like I need that space, and then I'll build the Millennium Falcon and do a bunch of dumb shit like that, like build like cities and stuff.
That's what I got right here, and I'm.
It's the best.
It's we're only in the beginning because all my Legos are like packed away in these some of those bins that are over there. So, but yes, I'm looking forward to getting them all out and going crazy with those.
Lindsay, are you good to do this? Do you want me to do this? All right, cool.
Yeah, no, I got.
You guys got to share audio with us.
I will take care of that because I'm an expert at this. I'm so good at it.
He's so good at it, guys.
Okay.
That's cool.
Well, as soon as hang on, yeah.
He's so good at it.
We're gonna get through the ad.
If you would do it, then I would do it. No.
And we have about 15 more minutes for you guys, and then we're going to raid the Art Smackdown stream. Thank you so much for joining us. You have no idea how much of a pleasure it is to be back on a normal Monday schedule. And yeah, let's rock it. Hit it!
Okay. All right. Here we go. Can you hear it? Oh, wait. Here. Let me turn it. Can you please stop?
Sorry.
Okay. Oh my god.
Also, a
Jeff
child,
keeps taking over the mouse from me, and it's like
is here. I'm gonna deal with this.
it's like were you ever in a driver's ed car where the guy had the brake?
Yes,
and
I
he
was.
kept using the brake.
Yes,
that's Jeff right now with the mouse. Okay, all right.
And she was a slovenly woman, we'll just say, and I had to drive her to different drive-throughs all day. That's what I did.
While walking after midnight in the moonlight, just like we used to do, I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you.
Oh yeah.
Walk for miles the highway. That's just my way. Saying I love you, I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. Stop to see crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. As the skies turn gloomy, the night wind whispered to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. Go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping that you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. I stopped to see him weeping well, crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. After midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping that you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me.
Yeah.
Woo!
Awesome. Good stuff.
Anyway.
Love it.
Okay, so I kind of knew it.
Oh, you got it. You killed it. Great job. Thank you again for the donation, by the way. And again, here are the incentives. We have a little less than 15 minutes before we're out of here, so get them in while you got them. $5 for a toast or roast to you. $10 to choose one of us to perform karaoke. If you want to close this out with a song, go for it. Until then, we're going to keep doing these here old questiones. Yeah. That was fantastic. Thank you again. Man, your girls will... I was complimenting you guys on your sleep training earlier, but your girls will not go down tonight. What is going on?
They, but, a lot of it's our fault. I'll be really honest. I mean, not our fault, but like... So we're all remote, right? Like, we've been remote this whole time.
Yeah.
And especially since we've moved, I've been getting more and more lax about, because I forget. I'm literally in my office, like working away.
Right.
And I forget they're not awake yet. So I've been doing a very bad job of waking them up.
Right. So how late are they sleeping? Till like 10?
Oh, they'll sleep. Like Violet will sleep until 9:30 if we let her.
Will.
She'll sleep.
Yes.
So she's a teenager already. Emily will generally get up around 8:30 or so.
Yeah.
But so for kids, they sleep late. It's weird. And it really happened quick, Anxious Spider-Man. And we were like not prepared for it because generally they were regulating themselves. They would like just wake up and then they'd be tired. So now that I don't have to wake them up for school, it's just like, it slipped.
Yeah, totally. I'm sure you're great parents, but that I understandable that you know to slip up on that.
Weird year. So
yeah. We got to get it back on track starting around now though, because they've got summer camp in July. So
I said this earlier. I said this earlier, and I think I'm living through Lexi a little bit because we both slept till like 12:30 today or something, and it was so bad. I'm like, why are we doing this? We're not in New York anymore. We used to stay up till like 4 a.m, but we've been trying to be better. Where did you grow up, and what's your favorite memory of that place? I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina, and my favorite memory was going to the Perch every other weekend night. I would go to this place in high school called the Perch. It was BYOB. We didn't bring our own beer because we were too young, but we would chain smoke inside of it. It was just full of a bunch of couches, and they would put on a sketch comedy show every single Friday and Saturday night. They do 2 shows a night. They would switch the show. I said every other week I would go because they would do all new material every other week. So you could go and enjoy a new show of sketch comedy. For the most part, they would recycle some stuff, but that would probably be... Off the top of my head, my favorite memory of Charlotte would be that, and just like hanging out in an abandoned house with my friends, getting drunk and smoking cigarettes. that kind of thing. That was definitely the Charlotte life for sure. What about you guys? Where did you grow up? And what's your favorite memory of that place?
Well, I got 2 places I grew up. The first half of my childhood was Novi, Michigan. Nothing. I got nothing from that place. Star Wars. Going to see Star Wars for the first time is the only thing.
That's great though.
The second place was that I consider more like my home was Colorado. When we moved to Colorado, we moved to Arvada, Colorado, and I would say my favorite memories are like driving up to the mountains with my mom on the weekends. My mom loved to like go like to the mountains. We lived at Estes Park. I'd say Estes Park in particular. And yeah, just like, I know this is really like nerdy for a young kid, the thing is, but I have really, really fond memories of that. Like going up and eating at Nikki's restaurant, like this place outside of Estes Park. And yeah, so that's my favorite memories.
Awesome. What about you, Lindsay?
It's always hard for me to answer where did you grow up because it was
all over the place, right? Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go with like I'll pick a place where I lived. I went to high school in a place called Tyler, Texas, and it's in East Texas, about like 2 hours east of Dallas. And it was a weird place to grow up, and it was fraught for a lot of reasons. But there were also some really great things about it too. And some of my favorite memories there are just going to Denny's with like, I was friends with a lot of the kids. There was a whole music scene there. There's this underground music scene there because it's sort of the, this like Bible Belt sort of place with all the religious stuff. So there's this also undercurrent of rebellion and whatever. So a lot of kids from this music scene that we would go to Denny's on nights when there wasn't a show, and we would just hang out there and smoke cigarettes and drink coffee and generally try to be deviant. And those were just the best. We would just all hang out. We would have like this really long table at Denny's. We would order like maybe a bowl of ice cream along with our coffee. We would spend no money. The poor wait staff there hated us, but they were great nights, like people writing poetry and like, we're all kids, but we're sort of like coming into our own. And those were great nights.
Hell yeah, I love it. Yeah, I have so many memories of like, another one I was going to say too is like watching the clock at high school, like waiting for 3:15 p.m. to happen. And then as quickly as I could, get all my shit together, get into the car, light up a cigarette, go to my buddy Pat's place, load up all of our cars with a bunch of music equipment, go to my buddy Dave's place, who is the drummer of our band, unload everything, and jam out musically for like 4 hours straight on a Friday after a long fucking week of being a high school kid and being miserable. And man, that was such a saving grace, like, for sure. What do you got, Jeff?
I said mine.
Oh, no,
I know. I was just trying to put you in a weird
we're all
spot.
drunk.
Yeah, I for a minute, I was like, oh shit, what was the question again?
I know, I was literally like...
The question is, what's your
Right.
favorite piece of art? And Jeff's answer is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. My answer for what's your favorite piece of art is a lot more highbrow, all right? I'm going to go ahead and say, maybe My Namesake, maybe Catcher in the Rye. Maybe if we're talking about like painting wise, I love Pollock, but I'm not really sure. I'm not like really good at painting. So I love Rothko as well. So maybe like a really good Rothko. Huh?
Are you Rothko?
Yeah, Rothko, whatever. Yeah, that guy. I like him. You don't like Rothko?
It's like my least favorite artist of all time. I'm sorry. My grandmother had this Rothko painting hanging in her home for a very long time, and I even as a kid I would look at it and be like, they're fucking squares. They're squares. What is this? This is art? I don't get it. Like, so I just.
I used to maybe think that I got to go. I was a MoMA member, and I got invited to this like fancy open bar MoMA party where I essentially got access to the MoMA essentially alone because there were only like maybe 100 people there, maybe. You know what I mean? At this like party, and you got to just walk around the entire museum as if you had it to yourself. And there was a new Rothko exhibit, and I just like loved it. I just was like, but I was drunk and I was a little high, and I was like, walked into this room full of Rothkos, and I was like, I get it. This is great. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is I don't know why, but this is making me feel things. It's so simple.
I've never really seen a polygon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably helped a lot.
You like Jackson Pollock. My girls, when they were like 5, I think it was 4 or 5.
That was 4.
4. They did these things for my Father's Day gift, and I love them.
That's great.
Yeah, I freaking love this. That was Emily's. This is Violet's.
That's great.
And I have them hanging up on the wall over here because
I think
they make me happy.
I love those. I'm pretty sure I remember my answer for last time, and it's going to be the same. My other favorite piece of art would probably be the song Peace, Peace by Bill Evans. Check out that song. Listen, get really baked out. Maybe in the rain. Maybe if you're on a porch in the rain, might be the best way to experience it. And put on a song called Peace, Peace, like world peace, that spelling. Peace, Peace by Bill Evans. And just like listen to it, and just like only listen to it, and just take in your surroundings, and it might actually change your life. I was totally going to say Final Fantasy VII as well, by the way, Entrapment. So good choice. What about you guys? Favorite piece of art?
Really hard. That's like
one of your let's revise it.
I know.
What's one of your
I'm
favorite pieces of art? Because like obviously
of going with an album. So I'm gonna go with, I know that you sang Jimmy Eat World song earlier, so now it's like Jimmy Eat World stream.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Eat World is and has been since I was 16 one of my very favorite.
Hell yeah. I forgot about Jimmy.
Clarity.
Oh
wait, did we just breathe?
You froze for like a second, but you said Jimmy
Clarity.
Yeah, the album Clarity is a perfect album.
Cool.
It is beautiful from start to finish. It is easy to listen to. It is gorgeous. It is layered. It is there's like movement in it, like it's a symphony. It's like my very favorite thing to put on a long drive, and just like I know every word.
It has the perfect beginning and the perfect ending too. I honestly, I didn't really know Jimmy World. She exposed me to Jimmy World, and this album actually I would definitely say is like a perfect album. I mean, I if anybody gets a chance, if you're interested, yeah, Jimmy World's Clarity, listen to the entire thing. Don't just like
don't listen to it like we listen to like things down. Like listen to it like
it's genuinely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So
love it. What about you, Jeff?
You know what? I really love Andy Warhol, actually. And it feels almost like a cop-out to do this, but no, I do feel like the soup can is an important piece of art. It's because of the questions it raised, and the fact that that it really points out more than anything that art is everything around you, and like in the most mundane thing that you see every day, somebody thought about this, somebody put some work into it, and somebody did their best to make this appealing and lovely for you.
Right.
I love that.
Or also that like
and I'm a graphic designer too. So
even in a exactly. As from a graphic designer standpoint, even in my work in Wisdom the Bruiser, like working so hard in nostalgia and like what makes something nostalgic. You know what I mean? Because like another thing that's really nostalgic is when things are janky, like early PlayStation games and blocky ass video games have like this immense amount of nostalgia for a large group of people, and they're like not technically good or like aesthetically pleasing, you know what I mean? But they're nostalgic at this point. And so even, you could look at the can of tomato soup in that way as well, like.
Actually, yeah, you're right. That's the thing. I think there's so many layers that you can look at that as, and I might almost be tempted to say that my favorite work of art is Andy Warhol himself, who, in a weird way, like branded himself. You know, we never really saw his actual head because he always wore that silly, way.
Yeah.
It's like he created a whole persona. So it's good. So I'm going to amend my answer to say that the Soup Can plus Andy Warhol himself.
I love Apple Cart, our boy Evan, who does our stream Among Us stream. Hopefully, he'll be there tomorrow night. Who said Marcel Duchamp's Roto Reliefs, which is a set of 6 double-sided discs meant to be spun on a turntable at 40 to 60 RPM, and they've been filmed. So check this out. It looks cool as shit. The Marcel Duchamp Roto Reliefs that was created back in 1935. Very neat. Thank you, Anxious Spider-Man.
I like that Regan Piper Rose is talking about Water Lilies by Monet, and it's sort of like, it's generic, but I love it. And I feel that so hard because, like, famous pieces of art are famous for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite works of art is Starry Night by Van Gogh. I could look at that for hours and hours. I think it's beautiful, and I'm not someone who likes paintings a lot. It's like I just, that's not where my eye goes when I'm looking at art. But that painting is so gorgeous.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's sort of like, you feel a little bit weird being like, and it's Monet, or it's Van Gogh, because it feels like it's like cliche, but like they're famous.
There's a reason why those are famous.
They're famous because they're incredible.
And
they weren't generic at the time. They were like groundbreaking.
Yes, agreed. And that's that's a beautiful piece of art. And Starry Night as well. Like, I mean, you see Starry Night and it's absolutely gorgeous. Go check out the MoMA whenever you can. It was one of my favorite destinations in New York. And PS1, the subsidiary MoMA, I actually liked even more. So it was more contemporary even. And loved PS1's whole setup. It's like an old school that they renovated into an art museum. And it's just really well laid out. Really cool way to do it. All right, we hit it. It's after 7. I think we got to raid the Art Smackdown stream, guys.
I got to play Andy Warhol at a
nice
an event one time. At one point.
That looks so much unlike Jeff that I just wanted to point out that's.
I was just like, all right, I get to play Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
I love thinking about. Are you guys gonna try to do a Halloween party this year?
Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. I think we can, right?
Yeah. I was thinking about the other day. I was thinking about how well themed your Halloween parties have been.
And 2 singles.
Yes.
Here, because
we can sleep 6.
Yeah, we have a bed. We have a guest room down here. We have a guest room in Lindsay's office. We have a really comfortable couch here, and we have a comfortable couch upstairs. So, yeah.
And if we get the one that may or may not smell like cat pee, then that'll be 7 people we can sleep.
All right. Like cat pee, but we won't take that one. Yeah. So some of you in chat who have never met, come stay with us.
I love it. Well, thank you both for joining us, and I'm gonna start thinking of a theme now for your Halloween party. I think we're going to call it, guys. We're going to raid Art Smackdown. Thank you again, everybody who donated tonight, who watched. I'm just so happy to be back and doing this stream with you guys. I'll be back tomorrow with Among Us. That will be 9 p.m. ET. Please join. I may be sending you two a text about it tomorrow. We'll see. Depends on, how I end up booking that one.
Yeah.
But I would love to have you both on. And Lindsay, you haven't done Among Us yet, so I want to have you on.
I know. I'm not going to be here. I've got plans tomorrow night, unfortunately.
All good. Maybe next week.
I want to do an Among Us stream at some point. I tried to play it a little bit.
She'll be good at it.
I've been watching your streams.
Because I know you're going to be, no offense, Jeff, you're going to be better than Jeff at it.
I don't know that I will. I don't understand it yet, but I'll get there.
Either way, maybe next week, which makes more sense because you guys do this stream with me every other week, so it might be good to not immediately do it again tomorrow. But I'll be back with Among Us tomorrow, 6 p.m. ET or 9 p.m. ET, and back with the regular schedule all this week. You guys have been amazing. Thank you again, Jeff and Lindsay, for joining. And
thank you for having me on, Holden. It's always so nice to hang out.
Always a blast. Love it.
Thank you everybody who comes and watches us do this weird thing every couple weeks, and love
It's the
everybody that I stream.
I know you've got such a great community.
You
The
really do.
best a guy could ask for sure. All right, I am starting the raid for Art Smackdown. Stick around for Art Smackdown. It's always a blast. Do not miss it. You're gonna have a great time. But I'm gonna play this old song and call it a night. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. See you later. I'm just playing with it, doing the production thing. Oh my goodness, man. This one got me pretty lit up this week. I'm not gonna lie. CockTails, woo, which I've been holding. CockTails, woo, which I've been holding. CockTails, woo, which I've been holding. Making cocktails for you, making you laugh, making you blue. Why are we making you blue? CockTails, woo, which I've been holding. CockTails, woo, which I've been holding, which I've been Jeff. All right. Good night, everybody. And just doing the raid.
Oh, you. All right, raid is rated.
Raid is rated. All right, cool.